Alright folks, looks like we are live on Twitch once again, hunting for shiny Corvisquire, currently on 1,051 encounters, and we're gonna try to get this thing done today. What is going on to the early squad? I see a bunch of people here. Wesley, Kyle, Galatakudo, Alex, Debbie, what is going on, guys? Appreciate y'all being here today. Hope everybody's having a good one. We're gonna try to get this thing done presently, but before we do so, I gotta spread the word as always. I gotta tweet that out. I gotta let everybody on the YouTube know, and I'm letting everybody on the Discord know that we are live, sending that out presently. Cool. Alright, here goes nothing. We're getting dangerously close to losing Chip here. To the point where I actually loaded up the new artwork, as if to give Chip an extra incentive to not blow it. I've loaded up the new artwork. We'll see what happens, man. D, how you doing, man? Super Blade, Cracker Peep, what is going on? Alex, this may not actually be the last day for Chip. Surprisingly, 300 encounters on Corvisquire, especially on this route here. It actually takes a while, so Chip could stick around for like 2 whole days, but it's getting there, man. It is really getting there. Gorf Carp King, how you doing? Alex, where did you get a thin ice emote? Holy shit, I didn't even know such a thing existed. Clearly we are in need of one of those for this channel, let me tell ya. Holy cow. I hope everybody's having a good day. It is officially, as we all know, Tuesday, I guess? I don't know. Is it Tuesday? House Corrupted, did I have a voice crack? I'm so not surprised at this point. You're just gonna have to deal with those sorts of things. Oh, man. Shadow Ninja, got your shiny charm. Congrats, man. You've taken your first step into a larger world. God, that was like an Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of thing. It didn't really work. I can't do a British accent, apparently. You know how hard it is to do a British accent? Swear to God. Amon, what's going on? Good to see ya. Kyle got a new radio installed with a reverse camera. Ooh, your car getting fancy, man. That is awesome. I have never had a car with a reverse camera. I tell you what, man. Reactive Raichu, no worries, man. Thank you for putting up that prediction. I appreciate it as always. TTV going for shiny Rufflet. My epitome, I think, of like the most underrated shiny in the entire game. I think has to go to shiny Rufflet. I really love that shiny. Well, Hashcoraptor, I've never played Half-Life, so I wouldn't really know Half-Life, would I? What are you gonna do? E-Rock, what's going on, man? TTV thought there was gonna be more Rufflet. Holy shit. That hound was on my heels, man. These Bolton do not stop. Sealam, what's going on, dude? Shiny Machoke, good to see you. Nephilim, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good. Persona, my day, yeah, I would say it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It was not a bad day. Alright, this, here, Frostlass is doing nothing for us. So, I think it's Rotom o'clock. Rotom might not have any moves, actually. I might have to check that. I may have, I may have done this at a very... Oh, I can't even tell if it has moves or not. We'll do 9. I'm pretty sure Ninetales has moves. I just feel like I need to knock out 25 of these things. Wesley, I heard that. That's going to be good news for anybody who needs a Ditto for their shiny Mew stuff in Pokemon Go. I'm excited because there's finally one of the boosted Pokemon in the April Fool's Day event is supposed to be Purloin, and somehow against all odds Dark-type is the one Pokemon that I'm missing, and I'm gonna catch Purloin as much as possible. I only have like one Dark-type Pokemon out of the entire event. No, there's no new shinies unless I decide to Shadow Drop something. But there's going to be a Shadow Apom if you want to do Shadow Apom. Or any shiny Apom, you know. For Sunny, you think Rotom got moves? Does Rotom got them dance moves? Can Rotom do the robot or something. It looks like it's doing the robot. Merva, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you coming out today. Kyle, a 2001 Jeep Liberty. Damn, all right, man. That's legit. I was driving it around the 2001 for a while. It wasn't a Jeep, though. It was a Chevy, and it died because it was from 2001. So I hope your Jeep is doing better than my Chevy. It sounds like it is. Gorf, you're doing the SR for the Hex versus XUZI. Nice, nice. A lot of people doing that one because that is a kind of an ideal hunt for a lot of people. I can't blame you. If I had to hunt Haxorus, I would do that hunt as well. Yes, Bunnelby is getting its shiny released in Pogo, but not until like 3 days after the April Fool's event, so we still get an event between now and then. Machoke, you also got your shiny charm today. Nice. A lot of people getting their shiny charm today. That's awesome. I really like seeing people like disengaged in shiny hunting, you know. That's good. It's a good thing. I don't know what's the driver there. I think maybe honestly Pogo, the way that Pogo releases shinies is a major driver for shiny hunting coming into the mainstream. So many more people. Like I know people who don't even like play Pokemon like at all, right? But they play Pokemon Go and they get really hyped for shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And so I think that's really responsible for shinies being brought into the mainstream. Oh, good. Wow. All right. Hey, you know, there's, I don't know if you ever see the TV show Seinfeld, but let's just say mechanics take very special care of their cars. They know what they're doing. Wesley, that's good, man. That's good. I gotta write that down. Too many left turns, man. Oh, man. I want a RAV4, too. I actually, like, if I had to choose a car that I wanted and would want to drive around for a very long time, RAV4 would be the one. RAV4 would be the one. Gallardicuno, I had shiny Pokemon videos back in the day, man. Some say shiny Pokemon videos may be coming back at some point. I don't know. Yeah, I had shiny changing videos way back when. I enjoy it. Maybe I should do more of them. I know people like it. Oh man, Kyle, I hope a 2021 car is doing well. It's like less than a year old, man. And Alex, you would want an amphibious exploring vehicle. Oh man, how many places are you going that you need to travel amphibiously? Exactly. Apparently, the Lyndon Johnson used to have an amphibious vehicle. It was a car that would turn into a boat, and he would drive people up into lakes and like keep driving. He'd like drive up to the side of the lake and just keep driving and be like, "Oh my god, we're going in." And then it would turn into a boat, and everybody would freak out and then realize they were in a boat. Oh, that's right, Alex. Holy shit, I forgot that episode of It's Always Sunny. That was fucking funny. Oh, man. That's good shit. I gotta watch more It's Always Sunny. My Hulu subscription ran out just before I finished the entire series. So, yeah, it's too bad. I need to go back and watch the rest of it. Okay, well, there is that. I'm in the market for a vehicle, I think. I have right now kind of driving around a 2009 Mazda 5. An interesting Mazda 5 because it is, it's manual transmission, which, I mean, you really don't see here much in the United States. And I'm thinking of getting something slightly newer with many fewer miles. This one I'm driving has a lot of miles on it. It maybe has over 200,000 miles on it. Whatever. It's got 4 wheels and it drives, so I don't really need anything until it no longer has like one of those things. Until it has fewer than 4 wheels or doesn't drive. Those things may come, you know, side by side. But until then, I really got no need to not be driving it, Pro Bro, how you doing, man? And Luke, I did not get Score Bunny. No, Score Bunny is a Monday thing. We're doing Masuda Mondays, specifically so I can get the Score Bunny at some point. No, bastards. God damn these tyrants. Tyrants? Tyrants. I was going to call them Tyranitar, and then I stopped myself, because they're clearly not Tyranitar. Oh, man, Kyle, a Sunfire. That's old school, dude. Well, that's the thing with manual is you're gonna grind some gears occasionally, especially when you're first learning. But as you get, once you get used to it, it's not so bad. Hashka no kidding, it is not always sunny in Philadelphia. Huh? Who frickin' know? I do know. I find the title is, I think, highly ironic. That's the whole point of the title, is clearly it's not always sunny in Philadelphia. And the show, I think, reflects that. Gandhi knew. Gandhi also likes to fire nuclear warheads occasionally. In that one video game, at least. Nephilim had an 86 Mustang automatic. I mean, are you gonna find, I don't know if you're gonna find a manual transmission 84 Mustang. I don't know, man. I think most cars you're gonna find these days are automatic. Honestly. Wesley, sometimes I think you hear what you want to hear, man. I think if you wanna find highly erotic fanfic of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, be my guest. The sad thing is, I'm sure it exists. I'm sure it exists in some dark corner of the internet that I don't want to visit. But I bet you it's there. Wesley, in this case, I think deny, deny, deny. Oh, man. No. No. As true, Danny DeVito is kind of a stud muffin. What are you gonna do? He is 4 feet and 11 inches of pure manliness. Really just a pure animal magnetism there. That's Danny DeVito in a nutshell. Now I keep running into things, god damn it. I have to be better at this. Machoke, no, I'm sure. It's Rule 34. Except for fanfiction. It exists. Ascaraptor, I think you're just afraid of your feelings for Danny DeVito. It's okay, man. It's scary at first, alright? But once you learn to accept yourself, then you're gonna be a better person. It's okay, man. It's okay. No, you don't have to be gay. Danny DeVito's, like I said, pure animal magnetism. It knows no sexual preference borders. It simply is, my friend. Gallardicudo, that is one of the best moments from It's Always Sunny. Right there. I just dropped the monster condom that I use for my Magnum dong. Holy shit. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Scissor, do I like shiny Hitmontop? Yeah. It's a good shiny. I quite like it, man. And Wesley, absolutely, man. No, I think Danny DeVito's a guy that has, like, a lot of really cool stories. Just because he's been in the entertainment business since, the 1970s? So, like, almost 50 years at this point. Let's, not, forget that he was in an Oscar-nominated movie. No, Oscar-winning movie. He was in an Oscar-winning movie from oh god, what year was that? 76? Maybe? Danny DeVito was in, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And he looks so young there. I guess this is about the, right before he was in Taxi. But yeah, he's in that movie for sure. all-star cast in that film. Deganvi, what is going on, man? Spoonlord, you like, oh yeah, Ongo Gablovian, the art critic? This I love. That's the funny, I don't know. It's Always Sunny is like my brand of humor. For sure, man. Kyle, did you make a Twins reference? Oh, yeah, I see that. Yes, I see that now. Sorry, I skipped that one somehow. Yes, they are... I think Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger are two different, ends of the spectrum, but nonetheless of peak physical fitness. Right there. Oh, man, there's two of these things. How am I supposed to get all of them? There's too many of them. Chicken game. It's not Chip's last day, but it could be Chip's last day. It could be either today or tomorrow is Chip's next day. Or last day, I should say. Jay Flash, what's going on, man? And Alex, it's true. Danny DeVito did more than you know. Danny DeVito was a director of several films, but producer of a lot of films. For example, he is very prominently featured in the credits for Pulp Fiction because he produced Pulp Fiction, one of the best movies of all time. Of course, he directed Matilda and treated Mara Wilson very well on the set as Mara Wilson's mother was dying of cancer. Kind of actually took her in for a little bit, which was very kind of him. I just think he's a good human being. That's all. Machoke, I know I'm surrounded, man. It's not making it easy over here. But this is what I wanted. I mean, I want all these Corvisquire. I did have a small incident yesterday. Slight incident with the Corvisquire. And, it's that, I accidentally let the date go too far, and I lost Corvisquire on the recommended, and that was very sad to me. And then I remembered that all I have to do is reset and to the last place I saved, and as long as I saved while Corvisquire was on the recommended, then I get it back on the recommended. Hooray! Right? Well, I did it. I reset the game, and with the knowledge that it was entirely possible that I would reset to a point where I was below 500 KOs, but I thought it was still worth it to have Corvisquire, and so I would have lost, a handful of KOs, but I think it would be okay. I could get back to 500 no problem, and then I checked the KOs when I got there, and sure enough, in all my foresight, I managed to have saved after 500 KOs, so I had no problems. I have no problem. It actually worked perfectly. And Gallardo Kuno, no, we're not going to be getting this squirrel. There's no squirrel to be gotten, my friend. That's the last thing I need. Gallardo Kuno, don't worry, man. I think Chip's last day is going to be tomorrow. If I'm kind of like looking at my timeline for today, how much time I have to stream versus how quick these encounters are taking. And I would estimate that we're gonna have to end at about 1300 today, and then Chip is gonna be Chip's last day is gonna be tomorrow, or it could be that Chip delivers unto us a savior, 'tis Christ the Lord. No, is Corvisquire the Lord? No, just regular Corvisquire, shiny Corvisquire. If that happens, then I will be very happy. So, it's entirely possible. B, yes, I did see that you took all of your awful Celebi luck and turned it into Manaphy luck. That's insane, man. That's, congratulations. That is an excellent looking shiny. You gotta be proud of that one. Why does he think Chip is gonna slip to win last minute? You kind of call it the Chip slip. Maybe the Chip dip? Maybe he's gonna do the double dip. You dip the Chip, and then you dip again. I would love if Chip would double dip on all these shinies. That would be so great. Yeah, well, to be fair, Persona, I think that's an acceptable amount of energy. Like, if Chip's last legacy on this world is getting a bunch of shinies and then ending with Mew, I think that wins. I think that's totally fine. Wesley, I agree. All right, there's two kinds of double dipping. All right. One double dipping is bad. I think the other one is acceptable. All right, you tell me if you agree. All right, you take a chip, right? You bite the chip. You turn the chip over to an unbitten section, and then you dip that section. What do you think about that? Obviously, yeah. If you bite the chip and then dip the bitten section, obviously that's awful. Don't do that. You're a terrible excuse for a human being. But flipping the chip around and going for the unbitten, dipping the unbit section of a bit chip. What do you think about that? I think it's acceptable. It might be something that I've done in the past. I think it's acceptable, personally. Duck Dude, no worries, man. Chip is our little Sinisty mascot on top of my Kangas Kid character's head here. We call him Chip because he's got a little chip in him, right? He's a Chip Sinisty, and it's kind of like Chip from Beauty and the Beast or whatever. He's got a brother though, and his brother is Dale the Sinisty, which has nothing to do with Sinisty, but it has something to do with Chip and Dale. And I really like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers as a kid, so that's my thing. Reactive Raichu, double dipping, even using the bitten section, does not spread germs according to Mythbusters. Would you look at that? I still think there's an amount in social impropriety to it. Much as I love Mythbusters, I still don't think I'm going to be a double dipper on the bitten part. But I think the reverse chip, I think, is good. You bite the chip, turn to an unbitten part, dip the unbit part, you're all good. Spoonlord, when you hunted for Tyrant here, you found a random Corvisquire and Cottonee. Well, I have found a random Tyrant so far. So I'm hoping to find no additional shinies. Specifically not Boltons, please. Because holy shit. There's so many damn Boltons, and they're so fast. I just thought of something funny. How have I not thought about this before? It's too late. I was thinking, the thought popped in my head, John Bolton. Right? Like the former, God, what was his role? National Security Advisor or some shit? In the U.S. government? Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. But John Bolton should be a thing. Persona, you think I should get the Squirrel, the Shuckle, the Eevee, the Gossifleur, everything? Hell nah, man. Oh, Alex, that's totally true. Yeah, I forgot about post-COVID. Yeah, ain't nobody dipping anything until until COVID is a thing of the past. In fact, we did that, actually. Last time we went to a family dinner, and we had chips and salsa, and everybody had to get their own little mini bowl of salsa, and it worked great. I got as much salsa as I wanted to myself, and I didn't have to worry about being that guy. Oh, am I taking too much communal salsa? No, it didn't matter. It was all my salsa. It was a beautiful thing. We should do that more often, you know. We should do that more often. Duck Dude, do I like Shiny Dedenne? I sure do. Shiny Dedenne is awesome. Oh, it's the big fat chocolate mouse. I'm down with it, man. Hey, J-Flash, no, you get that Yamper, dude. That was all you. That Yamper looks gorgeous. Did you evolve the Yamper out of curiosity, or did you keep it simply a Yamper? Where have all of my Corvisquire gone? Oh, Wesley, I totally agree. I think there's some things, I mean, obviously, No, not what I wanted to do. I did not want to Ice Beam this thing. Survive! God damn it. I had Corvisquire on the mind. Anyway, as I said, there's a lot of things obviously terrible. Loss of life during COVID, but I think really highlighted some failings of our society that we need to fix moving forward here for sure. J Flash doing it for the shiny decks. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Doing a shiny deck, doing a shiny decks is legit. And I started that's how I started too, is doing a shiny decks. And then I realized that I was getting so many shinies that I could do the whole living shiny decks instead. And anyway, you might get to that point too. I don't know. It was totally a personal thing, but I did start out just doing a regular shiny decks, evolving everything I caught into the highest evolution, and so I actually had to go back and hunt a lot of stuff that I had previously hunted before. But it worked out in the end. I obviously was able to finish the shiny decks at least once. Wesley, that is very true, yes. Turns out we're surrounded by a lot of stupid people. Who knew? A lot of, like, willfully ignorant people. It's not just stupidity. It's willful ignorance. It's like pride in ignorance. They're somehow proud that they're this stupid. And that I don't understand. J Flash, okay, doing mouth right now. Mouth? Well, he does have a big mouth. Meowth is what I meant to say. I hope you get that thing, man. Machoke, you are going for Lunala. Gonna name it Luna Blood because you're edgy. Sure, man. More power to you. If that's what you want your shiny Lunala to be named forever, and you're not gonna go back and 5 years, 10 years, you get nostalgia about the shiny decks. You go back, take a look at your shinies. You see Luna Blood, the Lunala. As long as you can tell yourself that you're not gonna cringe at what, 10 years prior you did, then more power to you. I just think we need to be thinking about the future here, that's all. You could always change it, that's fair, that's fair. Defender at 6,600 encounters for the Virizion. I hope you get that thing soon, man. And Sealam got a quick shiny Shaman, very nice. My shiny Shaman was very quick as well. I would wait on the Arceus, man. I would wait, alright? Here's why. Because we're getting 2 Gen 4 games coming out here. Alright? We're getting the Gen 4 remake, so we're getting Legends Arceus. If Arceus cannot be shiny huntable in one of those 2 games, then we just have to throw our hands up in the air and admit that Arceus is never going to be huntable. At least not until perhaps maybe virtual console versions of Gen 4. And, given that these remakes are so very faithful, that's probably not going to happen for a while. So, I wouldn't hold your breath hunting it. I think as of this set of remakes here, either it's going to be huntable or not huntable ever. So, I guess we'll find out. Wesley, yes, the item to get Shaman did happen, and in fact, I had that item at one point. I think you go to like Toys R Us and get it or something. But yes, that was released during Pokemon Platinum. And that's why only Platinum Shaman can properly transfer through the generations. Because the item was only given out during Platinum. Same with Darkrai. That's why Platinum Darkrai is also the only one that can transfer for that same reason. Super Blade, do I like Shiny Shuckle? I do. Although I think it used to be a little more unique when it was purple. Back in Gen 2, but still good. And Alex, I agree. I think that, it's like getting a new dog, right? I think that Pokemon nicknames should be changeable given whomever the current owner is, right? That way, if somebody gives you a stupid nickname on a Pokemon, you can change it. It's like getting a new dog, and dogs can easily, very easily learn a new name, even if they've been called something like their entire lives. My buddy adopted like a 3 or 4 year old dog, and like gave her a new name, and she learned that the new name within like a couple of months. So, yeah, you should be able to nickname any Pokemon ever, I think. Amon, is that true? Can Diamond Darkrai transfer us the right level and moveset? Easier said than done, however. Yeah. Debbie, you're looking for Tornadus raids. Is Tornadus today? Is today or Tornadus Day? Let me see if I got anything here. We can maybe do one of these on stream. Or maybe not, I don't know. It might not be able to be shiny, but I suppose if I'm gonna do it anyway, I might as well, put it up on the stream real quick. Soggy Bagels, thank you for the follow, man. No. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We'll see what happens here. Nate, you got a Drampa from a trade when you were doing the decks, and its name was Shiny Gyarados. An apt name, don't you think? Perfect, really perfect name. Mwah. The beauty. Chef's kiss. Because you can't see me do the chef's kiss, so I have to tell you that I was doing a chef's kiss. Oh, man. Persona, you named your Shiny Starmie Star Fragment. That's not the worst name in the world. Kind of looks like it could be like a fallen star or something like that. Oh, I opened my game and there's a shit ton of Slugma around. I said, what event is this? Is Slugma rock type or is Slugma pure fire? Slugma's pure fire, right? Hold up, I gotta figure this out real quick. Slugma. Because Slugma's rock type, I gotta be catching these Slugma real quick. It's pure fire. God damn it. Why can't you do a spotlight hour for something that I actually need? God damn it. You need Slugma for a mission. Well, maybe I should catch a Slugma and see if it counts for anything. Hold up. Gotta do that real quick. Unfortunately, Slugma cannot be shiny. Which is really too bad, because Slugma's got a great shiny. I don't know why they are waiting to introduce Slugma shiny into Pokemon Go. That's pretty dumb. Oh, it did say it needed something. What the hell did that do? Oh, because I had never caught a Slugma before. Oh, so it's a good thing I got it. So that actually did count for my 151 Pokemon species I need to catch. So that was alright. I wish it was rock, because I need more rock types, man. There's not even enough rock types. Wesley, you need it for the Meltan thing. Gotcha. Well, perfect timing then. Yeah, Slugma shiny is silver, but it's even better than that. It's like a Quicksilver. It's like Molten Mercury. It looks really, really cool. And it's really stupid that it's not in the game right now. Because I would definitely be doing the Spotlight Hour if it was. J-Flash, that's how I feel if I phase on like anything else on this route. Especially a Boltund right now. Like, holy shit. That would be so sad. What am I looking for? Tornadus. Let's see what we got here. Blah, blah, blah. I have one Tornadus. Yeah. It's got 40 minutes left. You guys want to do a Tornadus raid real quick? Give me a sec. I got this all set up. Give me uno momento, por favor. Wesley, you do one? Okay. Debbie wants to do one. I got room for 3 more if anybody wants one. Let me get in a Corvin counter here. And anybody else, let me know. Wackadoo, are we friends? Are we friends? I think we're friends. So the Wackadoo, J-Flash, Rytig. Wackadoo, J-Flash, Rytig, Debbie, Wesley. Alright, give me a sec here. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, working on it. Almost there. Sometimes takes longer than I like. Well, no, Debbie, it's literally it. My cord was up under the table, unfortunately. And y'all did not need to hear the sound that a 34-year-old makes when he has to climb under a table. Let's see. Screen copy like that. Thank you to whoever followed. I can't see who followed there, but I appreciate it. Screen copy. Does that work? I think that works. Cool. Elite Spectrum, you made it to the land of many Frostmoth. Ooh, nice. That is a cool spot. I'm kind of jealous because I wanted. If I had known that Frostmoth hunt was gonna be there, I would have done it there. Regrettably, I didn't know. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Reactive Raichu, just a little bit. It's more difficult than you would think, honestly. Run away there. We're gonna get rid of Kangaskid Kid Hat. Because ironic as Chip might not be here too long anymore. We're turning on Pogo Phone. Ito Caps, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate you coming out today. Alright, I think I got everything set up. Now the question is, do I properly invite everybody? So I'm going to try to do this. It's going to be Debbie Wesley, Wackadoo, Rytig, and J-Flash. I'm going to remember, and I'm going to do it properly, and it's going to be great, and it's going to go so smoothly, and it's not going to go terribly at all. So we'll see what happened. W, Wackadoo. Wesley, what is your name here? I know it's something. Remind me quickly. I thought it was Wesley. No, is it Epic Pokemon Trainer? I think. Epic Pokemon Master, that's it. Alright. There we go. I got J-Flash. Like so. And Rytig is the last one. And I think... Rytig, what is your name in here? Shit. Rytig, what is your name? God damn it. I got Grandma Lincoln. I'm gonna have to invite everybody else. And do Rytig later. Because Rytig did not give me his proper name in this game. And I don't remember what it is. Leroy, that's what it is. Leroy, well, you're gonna have like 30 seconds, man. Leroy, there we go. Invite friend. Cool. Great invitation sent. You got like 30 seconds, but everybody else should be good. And then we can take this thing down and hopefully catch it. I think I only have the one remote raid pass, so I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to do. A dark version, yeah, I can't do that. I need that to be done on the client side. I can't do it on my end, you know. Reactive Raichu, it's like that. It's almost like that. It's just a couple of letters off. Debbie did not get your invite. Why? Debbie, I'm so sorry. Shit. What? It didn't come in. And Rytig, you never got yours. God damn it. Well, now it's too late. I got another one popping here in just a bit. And we can do an additional one. We also might lose this. And so I might have to redo it again anyway. And so we'll see what happens. Super effective? What the F attack does this thing have that is super effective against me right here? This is super lame. Yeah, dark version. That would definitely help things, if possible. Ah! What was it? Rock Wrecker. Rock Wrecker is not super effective. Oh, I use Rock Wrecker. What is it using? Focus Blast? Oh, absolutely super lame. This game gave me, has given me shit Pokemon yet again. Who knew? We're not doing a whole lot of damage against this thing, unfortunately. So I may be totally screwed here, and have to do it again anyway. And then I can invite folks all over again. We're actually not doing terribly. We're doing okay. It might get done. I will see if I'm better at throwing this time around. I don't know if I can make any promises there. Kyle, I will let you know. We'll certainly try to get you on the next one way or another. Because apparently some of my invites didn't go out properly, and that's super duper lame. Dark version, you say that, and yet Thunderous was a surprising pain for me. Don't know why. I think it's because it kept floating around the screen in the wrong places. If they just sit in the center, then I can throw excellent throws all day, it's no problem. But they don't like to do that to me. No. Ah, Jesus. We're slightly ahead of the curve here. So I think we're going to be able to beat this Tornadus. Dark version, it's like Ray up and down in the center. Okay, Ray was at least a little easier. Not like the Tornadus, which just like floated over to the corner. Because that thing was stupid lame. I might have to come in here with another team, unfortunately. Oh, I have Zapdos. Super shiny Zapdos. Wicked. My entire team should have been this Pokemon. Shiny Faster. Is North Carolina the only state in the South where Walmart isn't the #1 employer? Good to know. I would have to guess that it's probably the #1 employer in North Carolina is probably the state government. If you count the school system too, if you count the university system, then I think that makes it the largest employer. God damn it, I need a new team. Yeah, sure, done. We'll accidentally put Slugma in. Why not? Shiny Fest, it is the university system? Gotcha, okay, that would do it. That would do it. There, we have a lot of UNC system schools with a lot of very prominent sports teams. So when you involve all the sports teams, it becomes a massive, massive system. Oh yeah, it's Blockbuster. Maybe it was Blockbuster, man. For a time, a short, glorious time. It was probably definitely Blockbuster. Ah, god damn it! Stupid squirrel. Nobody likes you, squirrel. Kyle, largest employer in Michigan. I'm gonna say, Michigan's gotta be, is it GM still? At one point it had to be GM. I don't know if it is anymore, so I could go the same thing as UNC and go the university system. Wackadoo, yes, we took it out. I'm gonna have to do another one of these, though. I'll let you know when it pops, Debbie. I'm sorry the invite didn't go out properly. I'm actually kind of mad about that. What do I do here? I'm just gonna Golden Razz you. Alright, the question is, can I throw properly? And the answer is, I don't know. Let's find out. I can throw excellent throws pretty good. On this one. This one wasn't so bad. Let's see if I can actually work it out. Alex, okay, I will let you know as well. And we'll get Kyle in here and Rytig, because I guess yours didn't go through properly either. I don't know what's going on with these invites today. No. Ah, damn it. I despawned. Oh, I caught it already. I despawned a stupid thingamajig, and by thingamajig, I mean Pokemon. And by Pokemon, I mean NDD. Yeah, Debbie, no kidding. Niantic is frickin' the worst. How they made such a terrible, awful, buggy app that makes billions of dollars a year, I don't know. Should I check the IVs on this thing? I can do that. Let's see what we got. IVs say... The IVs say, oh, they're terrible. Oh, I'm gonna need... Shit. I'm gonna need more remote raid passes if I'm gonna do another one. I can buy them. I got extra money in the shop here. Why not? Buy me remote raid passes. Bag is full. What utter horse shit. Sorry I got you some French onion soup. French onion soup is good stuff, man. I have now had French onion soup in a very long time. Perfect for a really, really cold night, though. If it's, like, really cold where you are. It's actually nice and temperate here. It's going to be in the 50s and 60s for the rest of the week. Which is the perfect temperature right now. Nope. Nothing there. Oh, shit. Shit. That bastard absolutely despawned. God damn him. You get over here, you stupid Corvisquire. God damn it. This hunt, guys. This hunt. That was so not my fault. This hunt. Ow, sorry. Alright, well that works. Fair enough. Still pretty good. I haven't had French onion soup in a while. Alright. When is this thing popping? 6:27 at 6:18. Well, give it about 10 minutes. And then that it should be popping over here. Well, Wesley, this Tornadoes cannot be shiny. So, just enjoy your 2 perfect stats, I suppose. That's the best you're going to get out of this thing. Anyway, Kyle, did I ever find out what the top employer in Michigan was? What did I say? My guesses were either GM or the University of Michigan system. And the answer is... it's Ford. GM is second. Ah, so close. Alright. I forgot about Ford. Fair enough. Sora knows Slugma cannot be shiny, regrettably, which is why I am not encountering any of these Slugma, because it's useless for me. It would have been great had I not also finished my fire section of my Mew quest just today. But I did, so what are you gonna do? Go away, you stupid dog. Nobody likes you, dog. Yeah, Sora, no kidding, man. The next couple are not shiny locked, but they're all Pokemon that I already have one of. So I don't necessarily mind getting a second one of it, but, like, could we just, like, please get something new that I don't have for one of these spotlight hours? Like, just a little bit would be great. But no, the game hates me too much. Persona, I am actually a dog person, which is why it's killing me to, like, hate on these Boltons so much. But holy hell, these things are annoying. And to be fair, I like dogs, but I really dislike it when somebody... Oh, damn it, I despawned another one. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Jesus. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I hate it when somebody has a poorly trained dog, especially anybody who takes their dog off a leash. If you take your dog off a leash, just, your dog is not well trained enough to be off the leash. You can think it is all you like, but it isn't. There's just, dogs are too, they're too inquisitive, they're too playful, they're too territorial for you to ever be taking your dog off a leash, unless it's somewhere that's designated for it, a fenced-in area, or it's your own property. Chicken game, hey. I mean, shit. You gotta go to college, man, at some point here. You gotta get your ass to school, so what are you gonna do, man? You put in your notice. They know when you're supposed to be leaving. Persona, when you would love a shiny hound to cheer me up. Yes, that's exactly what it would do, is cheer me up. Please and thank you. I very much look forward to it. That would be awful. I would legitimately hate that. Oh, damn. Anything over here? No. Hell no. Too many dogs. Alright, you guys get over here. Too many frickin' dogs out here, man. I see, Chicken Game. Gotcha. Okay. I didn't realize that. Well, enjoy your last week at the ye old Taco Bell here. You might, at some point, you might get nostalgic about it. I used to get into, well, I still do a little bit, get nostalgic about my time at Blockbuster. Despite the fact that it was a shitty, awful job while I was working there, but, you know, I only remember the good parts. Or the parts that were so bad that they were hilarious. But it was, yeah, it was fun while it lasted. No. Oh, sorry, you need glasses. Which glasses do you need exactly? Do you need the far away glasses, or do you need the nearsighted, like, reading glasses kind of thing? Shiny Faster, no, I never got a VHS thrown at me. The VHSs did have this weird habit that I did not like. I guess they weren't VHS, they were DVD tapes, but the outside of the cases was covered in this clear plastic that, I don't know if there was some, like, chemical on them or what, but if they got wet at all, like if somebody was returning videos in a rain or something like that, the outside of the DVD would get all slimy in just the nastiest way possible. So that was pretty gross. And then they'd smell for some reason. I don't know. I don't like it though. Whatever it was, I don't like it. So it's the you can't see distance thing. Alright, well, I hope that works out for you, man. Goose is Magander, thank you for the follow, dude. And Chicken Game, that's up to you. I think you make that decision for yourself, man. I can't make that decision for you. That's between you and the Taco Bell. I think that's true, Sora. Yeah, I would just... You leave on good terms if you like the people there. I don't know. Or you can say screw it and never go to Taco Bell again. But then, if you ever need a reference, you better not call up Taco Bell. That said, a lot of times when people are... when people call up other places for reference, it's very only partially... to actually get a reference. Usually they just need proof that you actually worked there. Like you said you did, and that you didn't, like, straight up lie about it. But if they can prove that, if you can show that, then it's all good. It could be legendary. You could just burn the bridge at Taco Bell. and then you can't ever go into a Taco Bell again, I guess. Or they'll probably forget in, like, I don't know, 10 years, less than that. Depends on how epic you leave. I was once banned from the Barnes & Noble at South Point Mall, but nobody remembers anymore because that was 15 years ago. God, it was longer than that. Shit. That was 18 years ago. Jesus. Longer than I like to remember, anyway. Shiny Faster, you had never left a job on good terms except for Blockbuster. Of all stores, Blockbuster. Blockbuster. Wait, good luck getting a reference from Blockbuster now. I do not foresee that working out for you. I guess you can get a personal reference from the manager. That would be fine. Well, Starlight Searcher, unfortunately, I'm not here for the Slugma. I'm here to do the Tornadus raids. Is why I'm doing this. And Kyle, why did I get banned from the Barnes & Noble? Good question. This was the incident from my youth when I was in high school, where I thought I could run up the down escalator, and then it turns out I couldn't run up the down escalator. And then I slipped and fell several times and lacerated myself, and I had to go to the urgent care to get a lot of stitches. And we basically said part of it was, hey, why the hell does your escalator have really sharp edges on it? You should pay for these medical bills. And Barnes & Noble said, okay, we'll pay for the medical bills, but you can't ever go to the Barnes & Noble anymore. I said, okay. So I got my medical bills paid for. But then I couldn't go to Barnes & Noble. But then I still went to Barnes & Noble anyway, and nobody gives a shit. So... Galactic Brain, similar thing happened to someone you know, except they were running up the upside. Well, there you go. The downside's much harder. You need a lot more coordination for that. So, anyway, point being, ended up alright. Nobody remembers. It was so long ago. Amon, you called in sick at your last day at the supermarket you worked for. They pissed you off the day before. You were never going back. And you had the time. I cashed out when I left my job on good terms. I just cashed out a whole bunch of vacation time. Because they owe it to you. I mean, they legally owe it to you. And, yeah. Yeah, I got an extra big paycheck, so that was nice. Yeah, Kleeborp, that should work. I should wear a hockey mask into Barnes & Noble. Like, that doesn't set off a whole bunch of alarm bells. That's not suspicious at all. Worst incognito mask ever. You're no longer incognito. You are very much cognito. Also, Cognito, does Cognito not sound like a great superhero name? Right? I think that would be a good one. Yeah, Reactive Raichu. That's why I told the short version, because I'm pretty sure people had heard it before. So... Kyle, how did you get banned from your local gas station? I gotta hear this one, man. And Sora, when you put in your 2 weeks at Target, they gave away those 2 week shifts. Oh shit. They didn't do that to me, thankfully. I left my Target on good terms. But I also never went back. I definitely did not ever once go back. Oh, you did it to them. Wait. Oh, you give away all your shifts. I see. Oh, that's up to you then. Never mind. Alex, that's a good point. Cognito's a perfect name for Professor X. And you have Magneto versus Cognito, and they're both... They're like opposites of each other, but the same. Wow. Maybe Cognito could be like Professor X's son or something like that. I don't know. I'm on the grocery store, screwed you on the hours. Well, that's lame. My Target would refuse to schedule people for full time. The most they would ever schedule people for, and this is part of the shitty part of working in the United States, the most they would ever schedule you for was like 28 hours. Because if you worked more than 30 hours, you were considered full time. And then they have to pay you benefits. So the most anybody ever got scheduled a week was 28 hours. Shitty part of working in the United States. They have these rules for, hey, you got to give your full-time employees like paid time off, sick leave, benefits, all this sort of thing. So all the corporations just go, okay, and then never schedule anybody for full-time. So that's what happens. Deadly Husky, hey, sometimes you gotta leave and go somewhere new. Have a new experience. It's totally okay, man. Dark version, I can't imagine being a substitute teacher. That seems like the worst. On some level, I guess you just gotta sit in a classroom and do whatever the printouts that the teacher had for you. But on another level, dealing with new kids all the time, that seems like that would be tough, man. Kyle, is that it? I don't think that counts as a banning. I don't think they've got like your picture up in the gas station. Do not let this person in here. I think that you may have pissed off maybe one person, and they would like not be happy to see you, but It's not like they can physically remove you. It's not like you're passing around bad checks or anything, you know. Debbie, good question. How much time left until the raid? Let's find this out right now. It has popped. So now amounts of time. Patty boy, you're not wrong. I would like to say that I've never made a substitute teacher cry before. I didn't really do it. The rest of the kids in the class did it. But to be fair, it was the substitute teacher. It was the substitute teacher. We could never tell. She always looked like either she was about to laugh or she was about to cry. And we could never tell which one it was. Her name was Mrs. Schwing, right? And we'd come up to her. We'd go, hey, Mrs. Schwing. Hey, Miss Schwing. Hey, have you ever seen Wayne's World before? And then she'd say, no, or something, and we'd just go, swing, swing. It was the dumbest thing in the world. I still to this day don't know why we did it. Anyway, I could never tell if she was about to laugh or she was about to cry. There's the one thing about her. Pleborp, you were banned from GameStop because your buddy had bought a very fake copy of Platinum, asked for a refund, and the manager didn't trust it was fake. Well, screw that manager, A. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I gotta quit. I gotta heal up before I battle. I'm sorry, Debbie. I'll battle this thing in a sec with you. Let's see. Dazzling Gleam. I gotta revive a bunch of Pokemon. Shit. Josh, you've been close to being banned from places. I don't think I've been banned anywhere else. I toe the line, man. Don't think I've been banned anywhere else. Anyway, not that I can remember. But Glaze, you got into a class-shaking fist fight with someone you had to sub that day. The last words that she doesn't get paid for this shit. And guess what? She probably doesn't. Is the thing. No. Alright, now I've got a Hyper Potion. All these Pokemon. There's too many Pokemon to heal up, man. Well, Chicken Game, they look suitably adorable, to be fair. And right, Tig, you want to come this time? Alright. So I got Kyle, Alex, Debbie, Rytig, whose name is actually Leroy. Is that it? Anybody else want to join this time around? A Chicken Game does... by Mexican restaurant, was this your own Taco Bell that you are actively employed at? Oh, man. Everybody's healed up. Good. Cool. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna go over to this Tornadus. Did anybody want to join Rogue Assassin? Are we friends in Pogo? And if so, what is your Pogo name? This is the big question you've got to answer. Alright, view that. Very good. No. Scheiße. How many of these damn dogs are there? Ah! I can't encounter the stupid Corvisquire. Alright, here we go. I am going to start adding people, so get ready, folks. Rogue Assassin, if we're not friends, I can't do it for you. I'm sorry, man. We gotta be friends ahead of time here. Alright, so I got Grandma Lincoln. I gotta do Leroy. Alex, you want to be on your main account or your alt account? I gotta know ASAP right now. DLC Alex, cool. And Kyle, I got you. Last chance. Anybody else want to join? Is your absolute last chance to join. We gotta be already friends. I'm going to invite Wesley, and if he wants to do it, he can do it. Sorry, you want to do it? Alright, well, you do you, because I don't know if Wesley's watching. He had to BRB. There we go. Alright. Oh, plus we got extra people in here already, so if you can join, this thing's going to be a pushover, which is going to be great. Cleveland, you're banned for causing a scene. Shit. Well, I'm not sure that GameStop people really give enough of a shit. I know if I was working GameStop, I would not give enough of a shit. I'd be just, sir, could you please quiet down, sir? Oh man. Rogue Assassin, unfortunately my friends list is full. And and they're about to expand it. Once it expands it, feel free. But right now, you can try. You can type !Pogo FC and try that. But the friends list is not available. Does not have enough space on it, unfortunately. Josh, it's Pogo FC, not Switch FC. There's a difference there. The Switch FC, you can add me on the Switch friend code, and however, am I going to accept the friend request? I don't know. I'm very bad at accepting friend requests is the thing. All right, you can add me for sure, man. Do it. Just do it. Debbie, I'm glad you got in, which is great. Awesome. And Benji found a random Corvisquire doing the Stunky hunt on Route 9. Stunky on Route 9. Which one is Route 9? And are there Stunky there? And are there Corvisquire there? Huh. Route 9 is the Sirchester Bay route, I think. Right? I think. Josh, it takes you to the Snom video because that's the only place where my Pogo friend code lives. You can grab it off the Snom video if you want. Because I was showing off my sexy me and my Pogo friend code, and then the next encounter I got Snom, so what are you gonna do? Levi, what is going on, dude? And Kleborp thinks the ugliest bird is Valebi. Oh, yeah, well, the question is Alex asking about ugliest bird Pokemon? Or ugliest bird in general? Because the ugliest bird in general is probably some kind of a vulture. In fact, probably some kind of a condor. If I had to choose. I love them. I think condors are amazing, amazing birds. But they are a little bit ugly as sin. Actually, I lied about that. I think I know what the ugliest bird is. I'm going to grab a picture of it in just a second. These are birds that look like... If you can imagine, like, if there was a bad guy in the bird world, right? If there was just a villain with no redeeming qualities, this bird would be it. So I'll let you know what it is as soon as I get over there. I don't have any hands available to me because I'm double hunting right now. Is Tornadus a bird? I think Tornadus is a bird, yeah. Probably, but it's based off some kind of like mythological creature that's a bird. Okay, kid, yeah, that's there are a lot of gift subs given out the other day, so you should thank either B or Mr. Marcus. One of those gave you your gift sub. You can check your notification to figure out who. Alright, now let's see if I can get a better Tornadus here, is the big question. Tornadus is a Djinn. Wait, like it likes gin, like it's a booze hound? Or it's a Djinn like it's a genie? Because that's what genie comes from, is the word jinn in Arabic. But we just call it genie because it's, I guess, easier for us to pronounce in the Western world. Oh, I caught that one too. Damn, I'm pretty good at catching these Tornadus, man. No, get over here. There we go. Josh, well, we'll see if I can actually, get it at any point. This is an okay Tornadus. Fine. Anyway. What was I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna get you a picture of the ugliest bird in the world. Error! Thank you for the follow. Right here. This bird, right here, I think has got to be the ugliest bird in the world. I gotta get a really good, nasty-looking picture of it. A picture that's like, why the hell does this bird even exist? Alright, you guys ready for it? Right here. That is the ugliest bird in the world. They're just nasty. They got bits of flesh just growing in places. But I don't know why. Were you not ready for how ugly that was? They are the villains, I think, of the bird world. They are, they will eat all kinds of animals. So these are marabou storks. They're a species that lives in Africa, on the plains of Africa. And they will eat just anything. Insects, lizards, baby birds, baby animals, adult animals. Space Penguin, thank you for the follow, man. They will eat anything. And, they are, I think they're super duper cool, right? But it's hard to deny that they are ugly as sin. So anyway. Debbie, you got it. Great. I'm so happy. I'm glad you got the Tornadus. That means that I'm all good with Pogo. We gotta give Chip a little extra love here because who knows how long Chip's gonna be around moving forward. So we gotta make sure Chip has a good time, potentially in its last days. Sarah, I was gonna make a very inappropriate joke about that. But I'm glad you got the Tornadus as well. Oh, Lord. Kleborp, the largest bird I've seen in person. That's a good question. Probably... There's one of a couple of birds. I would say the American white pelican is one of the biggest. And it's really hard to tell how big an American white pelican is until you see a picture of one, with a brown pelican, because most people are very familiar with the brown pelican. You go to the ocean to see a brown pelican. A brown pelican is a very, very large bird, but really, you do not get the scale of how big a white pelican is till you see it with the brown pelican. And this is a good picture of it. Here. Copy, image, address, like so. Like that. There is a white pelican. White pelicans are super cool. We get them here in North Carolina occasionally. I like that. The other biggest bird I've seen is this thing right here. This bird has a wingspan of about 8.5 feet, I think, which is pretty darn big. But it's a good picture. I want to get a good picture of it. This one's pretty good. Copy image address right there. I've seen a California condor in the wild at Pinnacles National Park, and that thing was gorgeous, gorgeous. Spoonlord, yeah, I am an ornithology buff a little bit. I'm a bird nerd, is how I like to call it. But I do like herpetology as well. There was a time where I really got into going out and finding snakes and frogs and salamanders and stuff. I still love it. I think I'm an all-around rounded naturalist at this point. Cactus. I guess I've seen an ostrich in a zoo, but I only count birds that I've seen in the wild. Lady Grey, herons are very big birds. Absolutely, I love herons. And Steph, is your dad joining the bird nerd squad? Is your dad becoming a bird nerd? And does it have anything to do with that cool bird that you saw up by the canyon? Or the canyon. The cabin, I should say. The dipper. The dipper bird, because those birds are super duper cool. Oh man, Fenny Lady, bald eagles are amazing. When I was a kid, they were still relatively uncommon, but they've just had this population boom in the last 20 years, and now you can find them about anywhere. Like I can take you somewhere around here where we can see dozens of bald eagles on any given day, and that's really cool, man. Steph, out of curiosity, is that documentary, is that in Norwegian or is it in English? Even if it's in Norwegian, if it has English subtitles, I would actually like to watch it if you could tell me where it's accessible from, because that sounds really cool. Reactive Raichu, am I gonna switch from being a naturalist to being a naturist? I don't think anybody wants to see that, man. Nobody wants any part of that. Even I don't want any part of it. I accidentally walk into a mirror and go, ugh. Run off and grab some clothes. Oh, man. Yeah, no, bald eagles are amazing. I think the bald eagle really struck home for me as like the population boom really struck home for me when it literally kind of struck home. I was watching TV and I heard I saw a shadow pass over my house, and I heard this call. It's a very distinctive call. Very high-pitched, kind of warbly, nothing like you hear in the movies. And I ran outside, and sure enough, there were two bald eagles circling over my head at my house, which was a beautiful, amazing thing. I don't particularly live close to a body of water or anything, much less the kind of large lake that the bald eagles tend to live in. Spoonlord, no, I would never become a falconer. Because, you know, it's okay if the birds are captive bred, right? But too many of falconry birds are captured from the wild, and I don't like keeping them contained like that. So no, falconry is not my thing. I prefer wild birds, in my opinion. Ooh, Finny Lady, did you go on Safari at some point? Or Safari being your iOS browser. I see. That would make sense. I was like gonna be very excited if you'd gone on Safari, because I kind of want to. There's a part of me that really wants to go to East Africa and go on Safari. But it's also very expensive, so it's gonna take a while. Fenny Lady, yeah, they are. No, they are. The bald eagles. Rivers and lakes especially are the best places to find bald eagles. Shiny Faster, actually kind of, yeah. My buddy went to Botswana recently. A little bit Botswana and also Angola. And he had a great time. And I would love to go. Botswana is an amazing, amazing place. And I know that they're they have an amazing conservation record there that really both treats the animals well while also inviting tourism at the same time. So yes, Botswana sounds great. There we go. And plus you can see all the big animals there. You can see the elephants, the hippos, I mean, what have you, the lions, it's all there. Gleeborp, that is true. Yeah. In fact, Levi has a good point. There's a lot of video games with birds out there. The best bird video game that I played recently, which wasn't perfect, but is way better than most, was Red Dead Redemption 2. And the birds there are actually really well done, and you can kind of collect them all. You can shoot them, and if you shoot one and like take its skin or something like that, then you can write it in your encyclopedia, and you end up with this whole list of birds you've seen while you've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Chicken Game, I will definitely check pics here in a sec, and Benji, I would love to go to Australia and love to see a wedge-tailed eagle. Those things are awesome. One of the few birds I think that hunt in packs is the wedge-tailed eagle. The other one is the Harris hawk of southeast or southwest United States. Kyle, that's very weird because I think about maybe the thing about it is that Africa and South America are more known for the natural areas, If you're not a person that enjoys natural areas or enjoys, going hiking or whatnot, then you might not, I don't know, might not like them. I, on the other hand, very much looking forward to them. Yuki, how you doing? Konnichiwa to you as well. And thank you for the host. And Persona, favorite bird Pokemon. I really, really love Rufflet, actually. Rufflet is a beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful bird Pokemon with an amazing shiny. Yeah, shiny faster, true. Cape Town, South Africa looks amazing. And then you can hike up to Table Rock or whatever and look over the entire city. That sounds great. Fenny Lady, yeah, kingfishers are dope. I got kingfishers around me too, and I love seeing one every time I see them. I love seeing them. Oh, Kyle, but I mean, what about, like, Machu Picchu? That's world history, man. What about Egypt? There's world history. What about Ghana, home of the richest empire that the world has ever seen? That's history, man. I would say that's very world-altering history. Shiny faster. I think the thing to know about Mozambique, and to see how Mozambique is different from some other nearby countries, is that Mozambique has like the symbols on its flag are a machete and an AK-47, and that's a real thing. You can look at Mozambique's flag right now and see an AK-47 up on it, and it's like, all right, Mozambique, I get you. That's like putting up a big sign. It's like, what if your country's flag was just like, beware of dog? I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. I'm good. Oh, man. Yuki saw a kestrel hunting along the interstate. Awesome. I love kestrels. They're very adorable, in my opinion. So tiny. So very tiny. And chicken game, that's something I want to do if I ever go to Japan. I want to go see those monkeys. I'm going to make a special trip to the monkeys. In fact, I'm going to check out your picture here of these monkeys. Because you said it was in pics. And I'm scrolling through pics, and there's a lot of things in pics. And, oh, those are monkeys. Rather, they are instead a picture of chicken game. Well, I'll just show you the picture, and you guys decide for yourself whether that's a good idea. But, I personally am probably not gonna... I'm not gonna get that close to that many teeth. Well, that's chicken game right there. And chicken game, I assume that you still have that arm, yes? Or at least all those fingers. Oh, goodness. Kyle, I mean... Maybe. I mean, but Morocco, though? And Libya? And Tunis? I mean, there's... I mean, the Roman Empire extended into those parts, too, man. Fetty, when you first met your stepdad and brother, they didn't believe golden eagles exist, and that's only because they didn't know where to look. I find that birds are, if you know where to look for them, you can find them pretty easy, but you do have to know where to look first. Chicken game, good. I'm glad, but still, I don't trust those metal bars, man. Remember, when I was a kid, I had my aunt worked at the San Diego Zoo, and so I got a like backstage tour, which is great because I was, I was a kid that was like obsessed with animals, and I was only like, I was a toddler, so I was just barely beginning to walk, so I don't remember this part of my life. But my parents remember it, or my mother remembers it very well, so I was going on a backstage tour of the San Diego Zoo. And there was this area where they could kind of keep animals in somewhat smaller cages while their main enclosures were being cleaned out, or they're getting fed or something like that. And so this is all on the backside of the zoo, and I was up in there, and they had like, I guess, one of the cheetahs or something was up in there, and the main cage was getting, cleared out. And apparently a little, just barely walking, 1.5-year-old, 2-year-old toddler apparently looked like a very tasty morsel for this for this cat, and apparently lunged at the cage at me and rattled the bars. And as a kid, obviously, I got very freaked out. My mother got very freaked out because their kid almost got eaten by a cheetah or whatever. And I guess I must have blocked that from my memory, or I didn't remember because it was 32 years ago. So, what are you gonna do? Well, Spoon Lord, thankfully nothing that quite that severe ever happened. Anyway, Kai Kid, what is your message here that got highlighted? I'm trying my best, y'all. My personal opinion of Chicken Little 2005 was that it was a highly mediocre movie. In Levi, I have never seen the movie Storks. So those two, no, not really. I saw Chicken Little once. It was okay. Galactic Brain, that is true. Never ever turn your back on a big cat. It is particularly important in like India, where they get a lot of tigers and also a lot of people living alongside a lot of tigers. So what they've begun to do is build hats for people. Make hats for people that have eyes on the back of the hat, because the tiger will see that and assume that you're looking at it. And it actually saves a lot of lives by doing that, which is kind of cool. Alex, one time a sea turtle nearly bit your hand off while you were scuba diving. Your hand must have looked like a jellyfish, man. That sucks. Well, it sounds like you still have a hand. I got bit by a turtle once too. It really hurt. But thankfully it was a much smaller turtle than a sea turtle. It did bite your hand. Oh shit. It really hurt when I got bit by a turtle. It like dented my thumbnail. And bruised it pretty bad, but no worse for wear. I can't even imagine what it would be like on your entire frickin' hand. Holy shit. Spoon Lord, that is like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. What is this 1 billion lion bullshit? I've heard this shit on the internet. 1 billion lions? You gotta be kidding me. There are Pokemon that can fly and spit fire. Last time I checked, lions can neither fly nor spit fire. And Alex, even then, it's still a sea turtle. That's gotta hurt, man. Like that, I mean, that's still a shearing, cutting, blade-like structure. You know. That's true, there is a god of Pokemon. It is all-powerful. So, I would, yeah. That's the stupidest thing. This is some dumb internet shit. This is like, I used to have these conversations when I was a kid. Who would win, Goku or Darth Vader? It's like, who the fuck? Who cares? I don't know. They're both probably gonna win and lose. It really doesn't matter. Oh, Alex, gotcha. Well, I guess that's a small miracle. That thing must have legitimately thought your hand was a jellyfish. A little bit. At least, did you have the scuba suit on, or was it your bare hand out of curiosity? No. Exactly, Dakota. Kong versus Godzilla. Obviously, Godzilla wins every time. Because Godzilla shoots a nuclear power breath. Atom bomb, you know? Like, come on. What is this shit? Chicken Game, I will check out pictures of monkeys. I love the monkeys of Japan. They're so cool looking. Monkey! Uh-oh. This monkey... Hold up. One sec. Copy image address. This monkey is getting like a spa treatment over here. Hold up. This monkey looks like it is having a very good time. I think I want to live my life in being as comfortable as that monkey is right there. Well, obviously the one on the right, the one that's chillaxing, the one that is straight up chillaxing. I have never seen a monkey chillax nearly as much as that. Oh, there is another monkey that's having a very good time with himself. I just noticed that. Well, that's nature for you. Shit's gonna happen. Hot damn. Well. Anyway. Yeah, no, that is not the monkey. You saw, your mind went right to that monkey. My mind just went to the monkey that looked like it was relaxing. That's how I want to relax, man. I just want to splay out. I want to splay out over the wall. That'd be great. Suspicious got your Retrodrago. Not bad, man. Not bad. Wow, that was kind of a voice crack. I didn't mean to do it. My voice did it. My voice betrayed me. Ah, jeez. Hey, Psychopath, what is going on? Yes, no, there are at least 2 monkeys that are having a very good time over there. I did not really look very closely at that picture. I'm gonna be honest about that. That's good to know. But now you've seen it. You can't unsee it. Oh Lord. Chicken game. Why am I updating the counter? What would I update the counter for? I am updating the counter for my only for these Pokemon right here. These Corvisquire. Psychopath got your second authentic Sinisty, which that's awesome. A, how long did that take you? And B, I think that means that's the last thing, right? That means your dex is complete now, at least complete to you, correct? Vinny Patterson, thank you for the sub. Or, Benchy, thank you for gifting the sub. That was very kind of you, man. Fenny Lady, have I broken Twitch's terms of service by sharing a picture of that monkey? That's a non-human. That's... doesn't count. Yeah, chicken game. I don't know how I had never noticed that. Well, clearly you when you introduce this sort of stuff to the internet, that's what you get. You're going to get the very worst. Oh man. Psychopath, 55 phases in Glenwood and 12 in the Crown Tundra. Holy shit. Oh, you're still gonna get the shiny Mew. Gotcha. Well, once you get that, then I think that's gonna be the first complete shiny dex out of Generation 8. Or the first Gen 1 through 8 dex that I know of. And I know you do yours as a forum dex, and I do not. So I'm definitely lagging behind a little bit. I still got like 20 to go. Spiritman, I don't know if Mr. Marcus is here today. But he's been around recently, so keep an eye out. And if he's the one that gifted your sub, then be sure to thank him. Because he was very kind the other day. Nova chopping. Oh, well, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad I could be of some benefit to you. Yeah. I'm very happy to shiny hunt. I need the shiny hunt. I need to somehow get all these shinies. Oh god, I thought that was a Corvisquire. It was not. It was very much a small Tyrannosaurus. Snagglepuss, we'll see how far we get, how smoothly it goes. We could actually, yeah, hit odds today. It's going faster than I thought. Originally, I was not going to hit odds today, and I still plan on not hitting odds today, but rather getting close. However, well, we'll see. I would have to do very well with a lot of Corvisquire here coming up. So, we'll see. Psychopath, those, I consider those to be semi-legitimate anyway. Because for most of them, you have to, like, cheat, you know, cheat in an item or cheat to get to the place where you have to hunt them. You know, Jirachi's never going to have your OT. So I don't think I would worry about those too much. You've got everything else, and that's what's important. I mean, if there's an issue with those, then the Shiny Dex is never really going to be complete. And in some people's minds, it is never going to be complete. But in my mind, it's complete once you've hunted everything that's, you know, legitimately able to be hunted. So. And thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I'm very happy to get the Mew. I wanted to get it in Emerald. I got it in Emerald, like, the first day that, that Shiny Mew was kind of available in Pogo. Like the first day people were able to graduate from the catch, a Pokemon 30 days in a row task. And apparently a couple of very intrepid people, like one or two, had actually gotten the Mew. And somehow caught 1,500 Pokemon and walked 151 kilometers that day. Whatever. Point is, I got it before like 99.99% of people had a Shiny Mew. So I'm very happy about that. Space Penguin, how many Corvisquire have I slain? Good question, I don't know. It's a bunch of them. We can check real quick. Find out. Fetty Lady, speaking of shiny hunting, you have, a few that you need to finish, but you're busy grinding in other games, which is fair. You gotta grind it out sometimes, and sometimes shiny hunting itself can be the grind. I've KO'd 655 of these Corvisquire. So, a good amount. I would say a good amount. Getting there anyway. Psychopath, that's true. Jirachi I don't like because Jirachi has got the Wishmaker OT. But yeah, one of these days, ideally, it's going to be in raids at some point. I think that's an inevitability. It might not happen this year, it might not happen next year, but I think it's an inevitability. And if they do maybe a similar thing to Mew, then I would maybe count that one. Because there's really no other way to get it. But Mew, I think, was a unique situation for me. Because I decided that I didn't really want to hunt it. I didn't really want to get it on the Pogo, because the Pogo wasn't really a shiny hunt. And I could hunt it on Emerald, so I really wanted to get it on Emerald. You know. But I understand people who are definitely... I mean, it's definitely a lot of work to get this Mew in Pogo. And I totally understand people who are... using that Mew instead. That's totally fine. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what the hell to do with your shiny dex. It's your shiny dex. It's not my shiny dex. I'm not really the arbiter of good taste around here, and I don't think anybody should be making the rules. The shiny dex, I think, is a very personal journey, in my opinion. And it should just always be that way. Nate, how would you get a Pokemon on your recommended? So yeah, you definitely got to finish all 3 dexes, and then it's just a matter of date skipping until you get to the date that you want to get on that has the Pokemon that you want on your recommended. It can take a long time. It can take hours. But I just do it because in my off time, I'm oftentimes just setting up for the stream, so that by the time the stream rolls around, I'm doing the hunt as efficiently as possible. Well, Psychopath, that's what happened with the Mew event. Is I did the Mew event, I hunted the Mew for like 4 months, and then Pokemon was like, oh yeah, we're gonna give away Shiny Mew this year. Fun! I was like halfway through the hunt too. So... chicken game, I don't count Pogo Shinies either, but some people do. What I like that. I mean, that's the thing. You get to choose what shinies you want to include in your shiny decks. Steph got that ROM hack. It'll be colored. Finding some alternate colored shinies. I find a lot of shinies in that ROM hack are either red or black. Because I think that the person who made them, and I know, I guess Eknoid who's been in this chat before and was on the Discord for a little while, I think he likes those colors. Which, to be fair, if I made a ROM hack, there would definitely be a lot of blue shinies for sure. So I can't really talk because I would do the same damn thing. Nate, you have finished the dexes. It says, let's find Pokemon. So you do have to actually claim the dexes. So make sure you've got the shiny charm from the dude. Make sure you've gotten the talked to the lady in the Isle of Armor and the lady in the Crown Tundra. Gotten your rewards from that, and then you have to date skip properly. And date skipping is not simply changing the date. You have to do extra stuff. So. Psychopath, I also kind of don't count those Pokemon. Like, they're in my collection, but I don't really count them towards completion. Again, because of the issue. The issue being that... What is the issue? There is an issue, and I forgot the issue. Oh, the issue being that you have to, like, hack an item and stuff. So I don't really count those towards completion, but they are still in the collection. Because I feel like I did those hunts as good as you can possibly do. Steph, you would have a lot of blue, whites, and blacks. I think I'd have a lot of silvers. Blues and silvers for me. Especially. Also greens. I really like the color green. I think green is a great shiny color. And I use very nice greens. A lot of time people say, oh, I don't like green shinies. Because they mean like Ursaring green. And I'm like, nah, man, there's so many other greens out there. You can have a jungle green, a sea green, a forest green, a turquoise, a jade. I mean, how many greens are out there? A lot of greens. And all those greens are better than Ursaring green. Rogue Assassin going for Riolu at 108 KOs. You gotta start somewhere, man, for sure. Get there, dude. No. No, sir. Nada. I feel like I need to be doing better with these Corvisquire, especially if I'm gonna try to get to odds today. Juanito, if Game Freak were to re-release the item to get Mew and Emerald, I would stick with the Mew I have. I'm very happy with my Mew. I really don't have a problem with it. Game Freak can release Emerald Virtual Console whenever they want. I hunted it, you know, the way I was gonna hunt it. And I consider it legitimate. As legitimate as possible, anyway. Psychopath, I'm the same way. That's why I grabbed, the Genesect. I got my shiny Genesect out of the Pogo raids. Because there's no other way to get that shiny, so I'm fine with it. And Keller Stave, you hate Stantler in the mainline games, but it's okay in Pogo. I think it's okay in Pogo because the red really stands out to counteract against the green. And Steph, I ain't messing with hacking any 3DS, man. I paid too much for my 3DS. I'm not sitting here trying to get that thing bricked. Let me tell you what. Oh, God damn these Bolton. Suspicious, you don't get why these Poke Karens have problems with the shiny Mew, etc. When people put lots of times into hunting them. I don't know, man. Psychopath, hey, thank you for that sub, dude. There are people that just, they assume they know what the hell they're talking about. Or more likely, they've probably heard some, like, hardliner purist shiny hunter on YouTube or, Twitch or whatever, and just parrot those same views. I mean, to me, like I said, the shiny dex is a very personal journey. As long as you're not actively hacking, I say, hunt it however you want. I don't care. It's not going to affect me or my shiny dex or my journey at all. So why the hell should I care? That's all I'm saying. Steph, does it take 10 seconds every time you turn it on, or is that like a one-time thing? Because I would be freaking out as well, man. Like I said, I Boy, I pay too much for those things. It was just the first time? Okay, gotcha. Alright, Psychopath. Well, I hope you finish that thing up, man. It's gonna be a journey. But you definitely have the most thorough Pokedex, the most thorough shiny dex I've seen so far. Novichoppy, they may be wise words, but I am not a wise man, so really take all that with a grain of salt. Big ol' heaping grain of salt. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Too many Boltund. Holy shit. I feel like a paper boy over here. I'm getting chased by dogs. I'm the postman. The dogs hate me so much. Ah, Steph, hey, you got what you wanted, man. That's the important part. Have fun with it, dude. I gotta see some of those shinies, see how it looks one of these days. I've just never been super duper interested in playing those kind of ROM hacks. I did play one fan game that I decided I was going to go for a shiny dex on because they had raised the shiny odds artificially or whatever. It was really quite fun. But that was all with fan-made Pokemon too. It was a good game. Dakota, I would agree with that for the most part. Yeah, I mean, and then I think there's a lot of semi-legitimate hunts you can do out there by hacking in just like an item or something like that. That's all. And some people just don't agree with that. What are you gonna do? Oh, Psychopath, yeah. I can't imagine, man. 50, what do you say? 55 plus 12? 67 phases, which unfortunately is about right for a 1% Pokemon. There are a lot of people that have gotten really lucky with those authentic Sinistes. And yeah, it's I think people have this idea. Like I heard somebody said, "Oh my god, like I finally got a shiny Sinistee or an authentic Sinistee." Somebody said, "I finally got an authentic Sinistee." And finally, after 8 phases, I was like, 8 phases? Like, holy shit, like, you should have been in, like, the beginning of that hunt. That was super very lucky. It should not have gone only that long. Psychopath, you also don't count the Pogo Shinies. Which yeah, and who cares about hats anyway? I don't get any hat Pokemon, even the hat Pokemon that you can hunt for in these games. Because that's not a form to me. A form is a physical body change. If somebody is wearing a costume, I don't really count as a form change to me. But again, everybody does their decks differently. So... No, Chicken Game, the Shiny Dens is, that's very not legitimate to me. Because that's tantamount to hacking, in my opinion. I have low battery. Bastard. I was not prepared for this. Stupid low battery. Why you gotta be like that? To be fair, I didn't charge. I haven't charged this thing in like 2 weeks, so that one's really on me. What are you gonna do? Persona, you think some there's sheeps out there. Are they sheeple? Sheeple. Defend full shiny teams in competitive. But people can do that. I mean, I can have a full shiny team in competitive if I want to. You know, but it's pretty clear a lot of those shiny Pokemon in competitive are hacked. That people just use PK hacks. Because that's one of the big dark secrets of competitive Pokemon, is so many people use PK hacks. Holy shit. And it's really easy to make a shiny in PK hex, as well as twiddle with other, you know, various EVs, IVs, what have you. Point being, it's super duper possible to have a full shiny team, and yet I don't think a lot of people have legit shiny teams in competitive play. In fact, I'd say it's getting to the point where a shiny versus a not shiny Pokemon is really, it's about 50-50 online. Kyle, no, I agree. Yeah, exactly. There are shiny den events that the game runs, and I think those are perfectly fine. And then there's people who use an external device to find their shiny seed, and that's not cool, in my opinion. Steph, you could have made a Pokemon with PK hacks. Yeah, because you got your system all hacked together. Does that officially make you a hacker, man? Are you officially a hacker because you've homebrewed your system or whatever? Now you only did it for the one game, but it's a brand that will live with you for the rest of your life. No, I've thought about homebrewing my 3DS before. I'm just worried. I was worried about bricking it, and I paid too much for it, so I didn't do it. You can call me a coward or whatever. I don't care. Call me a chicken. Call me yellow-bellied. I don't give a shit. I paid good freaking money for that 3DS. So, oh man. Galactic Brain, you trained up your shiny mods, but didn't actually play competitive. See, what's the point? I know a lot of people do. What are the main things I hear about Masuda Method? It's like, well, you should use Masuda Method so you can get a competitively viable Pokemon. And nowadays, it's just like, you don't even have to Masuda to do that. You can take any shiny and make it competitively viable or whatever. No, Kyle, I totally agree. In fact, I know one person who did that, and I think they date skipped for like 5,000 days or something like that before they found a shiny den. And that was totally legit. That totally worked. And, but most people who use the shiny dens don't use it in that way. Dark version, what does it take to be a pro at modding? When you say a pro at modding, do you just mean like he's better than most people at modding? Or do you mean like he actually is a professional, gets paid to do mods? Sometimes there are paid mods, I think, in Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto. Some dude got $10,000 because he figured out how to make like Grand Theft Auto 5 load faster in online mode or something like that. That's a professional modder right there. You know. Blade, what country am I from? I guess. What country do you think I'm from? I feel like my accent is a very obvious non-regional dialect from the country that I live in, but I could be wrong. You might think differently, I don't know. Benji, think I'm Canadian. Oh, that's very kind of you. I think I'm a little too loud to be a Canadian, I think. I would love to live in Bolivia. Friggin' Bolivia sounds awesome, dude. Very nice. They have some nice mountains out there. A little bit of rainforest. Tajikistan would be awesome. Australia, dude. If I could live in Australia, boy. I mean, the one problem with Australia is it's hot as hell there. So I'd have to like live in Australia for like half the year where it's not stupid hot, and then go somewhere else during the summer. I move back to the United States during the summer. Anyway, point being, I live in the United States, so it throws you off. I don't sound British or American, huh? Well, I'm American. I'm from the United States. I'm maybe from what you might consider the southern United States, so my accent could be tinged with a little bit of southernness. But I don't think I sound super southern. But I feel southern though. I mean, when I feel southern, I feel like I'm a North Carolinian, you know. Debbie, had you not heard that before? I just think Americans are they're very loud. I think there's the stereotype of Americans as being very loud, overly friendly too. and I think I probably would fit into that stereotype quite a bit. Oh, blade inferior. That's fair. Yeah. Here's how you would how you can tell that I'm not British. I tried to do a British accent for a video recently, and I very spectacularly failed. So I can tell you I'm definitely not British. But I don't know where else I would be from. Maybe Canada. It's possible Canada. Chicken game, get your shiny Entei. Very nice, dude. Beautiful, beautiful looking shiny. And Steph, I think for me it's that I mostly don't sound Southern, but occasionally I will slide into some Southernisms. You know, I say y'all a lot. Y'all is just a thing that we say here. All y'all. I mean, I guess that's the most Southern that I usually sound. It's just a very easy way to refer to a large group of people. And I swear to God, I think I despawned a freaking Corvisquire up there. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad about this. I'm gonna be so mad. Alright, come on. Don't do it. Don't have done it. Ah, you bastard. Ah, you unbelievably giant bastard. I totally did. What a pain in the ass. Is there no winter in Australia? It's all summer all the time? Oh god. Where? Is there anywhere? Can I go to, like... What about New Zealand? Does New Zealand have a winter? New Zealand has a winter. Maybe I can just go to New Zealand in the winter. That'd be so nice. Kyle, that is true, yeah. A lot of people just assume that American accents are either, I think, the non-regional accent, which is the one that you kind of hear from the movies, or, yeah, California, or, you know, New York, Texas, and not realizing that there's a lot of intergrade in there, and there's a lot of other accents all up through the whole country. I mean, it's like the UK. I mean, if I just said, hey, the UK accent is either a posh accent or a Cockney accent. That's the two that you get, right? And ignore that, like, you walk down the street in the UK and all of a sudden there's a new accent, you know. It's not super unlike that in the United States either. You have to travel farther, but then again, the United States is a much bigger country. Debbie, you like the Fargo accent? That is... The Midwest accent, that kind of, oh, jeez there. That accent, that is really quite something. I've only heard one person in my life actually talk like that, and I, like, just could not stop laughing at it. I felt so bad. It was so stereotypical, though. Oh, man. Elite Spectrum, you walk and you talk like you're in New York. Do you also get some coffee in New York? You get some bagels and lox in New York. The New York accent's hard to nail down. I have family with, like, really strong, like, New York, Long Island accents, and I cannot imitate it very well. Steph, there are 20 Norwegian dialects? Are you serious? I know the one that kind of... Well, I really only know Norwegian English is the thing. I wonder if all Norwegians kind of have the same, you know, Norwegian English accent. You know? I don't know. That's the only one I know. And I only know it from movies. So, what are you going to do? I assume people in other parts of the world only know American accents from movies. Suspicious, you don't get it when people say that the British accent is charming. All the ones you've heard sound like discount gangsters. I think you're hanging around the wrong people, maybe? I don't know. I've definitely heard some very nice British accents. And Scottish accent. I like Scottish accents a little bit. Yeah, they're fun. If I can understand what they're saying, you know. Which is, given the Scots, that's maybe that's like a 50-50 chance there. No. No. Too many dogs. Who let the dogs out, man? Who let the dogs out? Steph, I assume. Here's a question. What about somewhere that's relatively a more recent accent? Melmetal, what is going on, man? What about anybody here from Australia? I know there's some Australians there. I know like there's a difference between the Australian and, say, the New Zealand accent, but what about within Australia or within New Zealand? Are there different accents? Vinny Patterson, thank you for the follow. And Sengoku, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So Benji, is there a Sydney accent, like a Southern accent, and a Northern accent, and a Western accent, like within Australia? B, maybe you can tell us. I don't know, man. Blade, you gotta watch out, because Nightbot gonna get you for that shit. And Dadari, yes. Exclamation point recent is our is our command for that. Which I've been meaning to change to exclamation point previous and haven't done. I should really do that. Anyway, regardless. Go away. Benji, you say not much of an accent, maybe with certain words. Is there like slang? Is there like different slang that various, parts of the country might use versus other parts of the country? The Ganvi, yes, I know. I happen to really like the New Zealand accent. In fact, I was just watching an interview with Lucy Lawless, who still looks gorgeous, by the way. And she has a very beautiful New Zealand accent. Huh. Benji, alright. Interesting. I've only heard of... luncheon makes sense. I've heard of, like, lunch meat before. That makes sense. The rest I've never heard of. Azure Ninja, what is going on? Thank you for the raid. We got a raid going on of Azure Ninja. Thank you for the follow. Ah. Damn it. We're going to try to get you a shout out here. Azure Ninja 89. Like so. Thank you for coming out today. And y'all should go check them out. What were you guys doing over in your stream on Sun and Moon? Out of curiosity. Oh, B, okay. I've heard of this this concept of the Australian bogon, if that's even how you pronounce it. But it's basically like the I understand it as kind of the equivalent of the American redneck a little bit. And so is it used for, or is it more the equivalent of the British chav? Is it used for like It is redneck. It's used with like farmer people or something like that. That's how I understood it to be. I guess you would consider it like there's a stereotype of it being uneducated, maybe. Which is probably not true. It's probably a bad stereotype, but that's the stereotype that I had heard. The Ganvi, dude. I have never seen Spartacus before, but if Lucy Lawless is up in Spartacus, then maybe I'd be watching Spartacus. Because I love Lucy Lawless. Oh, man. Yeah, Melmetal. Yeah, it's very confusing whether that should be considered legitimate or non-legitimate. And the short answer is neither, and both. I think that it's a gray area for sure. I definitely put it in this kind of vein of semi-legitimate, It falls into this category of semi-legitimate Pokemon, kind of like Shaman, kind of like Darkrai, kind of like a lot of other Pokemon that you have to hunt. But at the same time, it is possible, and it's the best way to hunt it, and you're not going to get it any other way. You're not going to be able to hunt it. You're not going to be able to shiny hunt it any other way. And therefore, I say if it's the best possible, then that's how I'm gonna do it, man. That's all. Suspicious. I ran into some chavs when I was in London last time. It was a couple of young kids, and running through the the Natural History Museum, which is a place I'd wanted to visit for forever. I mean, ever since I heard it was a thing. I finally got to the Natural History Museum in London, and just some frickin' chavs running through the main galley of the museum, just gonna yell it out, "I'm gonna see a fucking dinosaur!" And that's my chav experience. Is that guy who really wanted to see a fucking dinosaur. At least he's enthusiastic about it, but they were running around yelling it. Oh, man. Galactic Brain, not bad. Nice launcher, dude. Very cool. In Dark Version, is Niantic making AR glasses? What, to better play Pokemon Go with? Oh god, I would probably do it, too. I don't need to be paying for that. Maybe that's how... Oh god, that's how they're gonna release Kecleon. Is they're gonna make these AR glasses, right? And you can only find Kecleon if you're running around playing Pogo with stupid AR glasses on. Like it's the Devon scope. Psh. Bastards. I know they're gonna do it already. I have no proof of this, and I already know they're gonna do it. Kyle, I mean, I also really want to see a fucking dinosaur. Right? But, I internalized that that emotion, whereas the kids in the museum did not. And I was very excited, and I did see some dinosaurs. In fact, I saw a very cool dinosaur. I saw the original holotype of Baryonyx, which is an amazing British dinosaur, one of the coolest. Psychopath, finish your Mewtwo collection. A shiny Mewtwo in each Pokeball. Oh my god. That is very intense. Yeah, if only they're gonna release a cherished ball of shiny Mewtwo at some point. Just a matter of time. Kyle, I would totally go to the Chicago Natural History Museum. That's got Sue the T-Rex, for example, in it. And that is a classic fossil right there, so I'd love to go there. Blade, you haven't been in 10 years. I mean, that's probably right for somebody who doesn't, go that often, but I happen to really seek out the natural history museums, because I love them. Mostly for the dinosaurs. Suspicious, no, there is not an animatronic Triceratops. When I went there, oh god, I can't believe it's been about 12 years at this point since I was in London, which I can't believe it's been that long. But it was the summer of 2009, so it's been a while. But it was awesome when I went, and they had the original Dinochirus claws, which I love to see. That was really cool. I see, Blade. Yeah, so you can go, right? I mean, I probably haven't been to my local natural history museum in about as long, but I've been to other natural history museums whenever I can go. So, that makes sense. However, my local natural history museum just bought an amazing fossil that they're going to prepare. It's a T-Rex fighting a Triceratops, and it's like a world-renowned fossil at this point. And they're doing major renovations to the museum specifically for that exhibit. So when the time comes, I'm definitely going to go to that. That I'm looking forward to. Suspicious. What is my favorite prehistoric creature? Not a dinosaur. Not a dinosaur. Very good question. God, there's just so many that I don't know if I could properly answer that. What is my favorite? That's not a dinosaur. Huh. Oh, a much harder question than I thought to answer. I have to narrow it down somehow. Maybe terror birds. I really like the idea of terror birds. These big killer birds out there. That's definitely up there. Yeah. Dimetrodon? I really like Dimetrodon. And Diplocaulus, actually. Diplocaulus is the prehistoric creature that, that Dragapult is based off of. And I like that one, too. Did they distribute a shiny Mewtwo in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? Oops. Well, you can maybe find one rolling around somewhere on the internet or the Ethernet. I don't know. Somebody's got to have one they'd be willing to trade. Hey, B, now you mentioned that Dimorphodon is a very cool prehistoric creature, to be fair. They are hella cool looking. Although, it was, ever since I was a kid, they kind of, for some reason, everybody makes Dimorphodon look like a puffin. I'm alright with that. Puffins are cool. Melmetal, you like supersized scorpions. A lot of stuff was supersized back in the day. I think that's one of the things. I just like how big everything was. Everything was bigger. Dinosaurs were huge, you know? There's various, like, woolly mammoths and that were huge that lived in, you know, North America. Ground sloths. If I had to choose one of my favorite prehistoric creatures, the giant ground sloth is definitely up there. Those things. Imagine a sloth that's 20 feet tall. Maybe not that big, but like almost that big. Like they're very big. Blade, I've always been a dinosaur nerd, man. I always have been. Ever since I was a kid, and it never left. And the pace of discovery has like kind of kept up over the years. Ever since like Jurassic Park was released. Well, even a little earlier than that, but Jurassic Park really cemented it. There's just been this dinosaur fever my entire life, and I've ridden that wave. Kilo, thank you for the follow, man. And so every time, like I love every time they discover a new dinosaur that's clearly like a dinosaur, like it looks like a dinosaur, you know, but it's got feathers on it. Like I geek out because it's so cool. Kilo. I'm sorry I'm not pronouncing that very well. Is it okay if I just call you Kilo? Because that's going to be a lot easier, man. Oh yeah, suspicious. Freaking all these new Spinosaurus discoveries. When I was a kid, like, they didn't know anything about Spinosaurus. And it's the look of what Spinosaurus looks like has changed. Even in just the 30 years, you know, that I've been alive on this planet. It's turned into a totally different animal because they didn't know anything back then. Ooh, B, love me some Therizinosaurus for sure, dude. I'll show you what the difference is between Spinosaurus when I was growing up and Spinosaurus now. And you guys, if you guys don't know, it's going to be very surprising to you, I think. How big of a difference there has been in my life. To the fact that I can't even find a picture of, like, an old Spinosaurus. Let's see. What do I type? Spinosaurus old. It's very hard to even find a picture. Here we go. Here we go. Here's what Spinosaurus... In fact, this is a toy of Spinosaurus that I had when I was a kid. That's what we thought Spinosaurus looked like, you know, 30 years ago. And nowadays, they have very accurate toys for Spinosaurus that better show what it actually looked like. I'm going to get a good picture of this. And what's a good one? This is a good one here. This is a very good one, actually. You're going to have to go to DeviantArt to check it out. But this picture looks badass. And this is what it looks like nowadays. It's a giant, kind of crocodilian-looking, swimming, giant dinosaur. Yes, exactly. And like, the shape of its head changed. We didn't know what its head even looked like. And And this Corvisquire is killing me. Anyway, I think it looks so much cooler now. Now that it's a giant, you know, lumbering, swimming crocodile, you know, fish specialist. I just think it's so much cooler now. I don't know. And I geek out about it because I would have never imagined this. If this had existed when I was a kid, I mean, there's a whole generation of kids that are going to grow up knowing Spinosaurus as a swimming dinosaur. You know, and that's really cool to me. So, Yuki, you like the Sarcosuchus. Sarcosuchus is, not a dinosaur, actually. I think Sarcosuchus is a large crocodile. There's Suchomimus, which is a dinosaur, which lived at the same time and place as Sarcosuchus. But Sarcosuchus, I think, is a giant crocodile, if I'm remembering my prehistoric creatures right. But they're both super duper cool. Oh, almost missed that one. Ace Scythe, thank you for the follow, man. And Suspicious, yeah, you're definitely not the only Dino Freak out there. I'm up there, man. Speaking of Dino Freak, that dinosaur game that I've been supporting for a very long time has its beta coming out in just a couple of months. And I'll be able to play it finally after supporting it on Kickstarter like 3 years ago. And following it on, following its development even earlier than that. Yeah, I think, Alex, I'll have to stream that. Suspicious and B, this is the Prehistoric Kingdom game. This is where you can build your own dinosaur park. And this is the, it's the game that has, in my opinion, the best looking in-game dinosaurs of any game that I've ever seen. So, Prehistoric Kingdom. You can find it on Discord or something. It's basically like, yeah, like a Jurassic Park Tycoon game, except actually good, because the last time they had a good Jurassic Park Tycoon game was Operation Genesis, way back in, like 2000 or so, and then this game came into development, and then they made a new Jurassic Park movie, and they came out with the Jurassic Park Builder game that really sucks because all the dinosaurs look like shit. And so this is like that, except it has actual good-looking dinosaurs. So, Yuki, like Meganora. Meganора's a great one. I like, oh god, what's that thing called? It's not even an insect. It's the one that's basically a giant millipede. I forget what it's called, but it's super duper cool. Oh yeah, Suspicious, the Jurassic World mobile game. I even played that game despite the fact that it was so shitty. And I downloaded the new one for the computer. The new Jurassic World Evolution or Jurassic World Park Builder. I forget what it's called. And I played it for like 5 minutes. And then it was like, I didn't want, like, the dinosaurs looked shitty. I didn't want to play it anymore. Tense Umbrella, Arthropleura, that's the one. Exactly, that's the one I was thinking of. Reactive Raichu, he did not. Michael Strahan got rid of his gap? That's like Michael Strahan's whole thing. How's it gonna sound like Michael Strahan without the gap in his tooth? That's supposed to be my Michael Strahan impression. And don't show him, because Michael Strahan could probably kick my ass, because he's very good at football. But regardless, R.I.P. Michael Strahan's gap in his teeth. That's probably, it may have been dentally necessary, I suppose, but damn. Elite Spectrum got your shiny Frostmoth. Congrats, 181 encounters. That is not bad, dude. Not bad at all. Alright, what does this look like? I gotta check out Michael Strahan's picture here. What does this look like? Come on.
You're the only one.
Oh god. Hey, the stupid sound started playing. I just want to see the end of it, damn it. It's a whole, I gotta watch a whole video to see this? I just want one picture. Screw it, I'm watching it after the stream. I ain't got time for this. Somebody find a picture for me if they can. I don't want to sit there watching a whole video. I gotta be shiny hunting over here. It takes all of my attention. Suspicious. Michael Strahan is an ex-NFL player turned TV host. He was in, he was on, Live with Kathy Lee and Michael Strahan. I forget who was, he took over for Regis Philbin, basically. Blade, you remember the mobile game? Oh yeah, the Jurassic Park mobile game? Yeah, that thing blew. And Kyle, that's correct. Yeah, those things are super cool. The sea scorpions. Sea scorpions and trilobites are really cool prehistoric animals. Triple, is that true? Oh my god. I found a rare interview with Satoshi Tajiri that revealed some things about the Pokemon games. That was really cool. And I think I've got a clip of it somewhere. I might show it fairly soon here. We'll just have to see. When did Ash actually begin his journey then? If not on his 11th birthday. Oh, it was 7 whole weeks before his 11th birthday. Wow, Michael Strahan looks weird now. Good for him, though, I guess. Good for him. Those are perfect celebrity teeth now. I'll tell you that much. Persona, have I ever played Jurassic World Alive? Which one is that? Oh, is that the one that was supposed to be like the Jurassic World version of Pokemon Go? I don't think I ever did play that one. No. It did not seem appealing. It has the same problem that a lot of the Jurassic World games had, which was, they suck. It's a little problem. It's really just the dinosaurs, in my opinion, didn't look that great. But Suspicious, you must have played it for so long. Yep, there aren't any good dinosaur games out there, man. Prehistoric Kingdom's gonna be good. It's gonna be very in-depth, and I think it's only gonna be like $20. So I think that's gonna be good for a lot of people to... Like, that's a fair price. I understand paying $60 for a game, that's really tough. But $20 is a lot more doable, you know. Nope. Don't need you. Question is, how far am I gonna go today? Odds are at 1365. I could make that push. I could make that happen. Let me check in on one thing. Should I make it happen? I could make it happen because we're getting there. It's very sad if it goes poorly. It could be very sad. Shall I not cower? There's like two groups of people. Is the one that want to keep Chip and the ones that want to see him go. Give me a sec. Let me check this real quick. Give me 1 sec. Nope. You, let's see. I gotta find out what time. There's a trivia thing tonight. Does trivia start tonight? And I gotta, whatever time it starts, either it starts at 8 or 9. If it starts at 9, I can keep going. And I think it might start at 9. Benji, no, you didn't miss anything, man. You missed me thinking about going all the way to odds today. So we'll see if that happens. There's gonna have to be a lot more Corvisquire here pretty quick, but I think I can do it. Persona Jurassic World Alive didn't deal with hacking. Who has nothing better to do to hack on a Jurassic Park mobile game? Like, who has nothing better to do with their lives? You know? Chicken game, is that not the great dichotomy of man? I really want something to happen, but I want to get paid first. Oh, man. Well, I think I'm gonna... So, I think I have to take this Corvisquire to double odds. And I'll take Corvisquire to double odds, and then... if we don't get it here, I mean, I'm hoping that we get it here, and then it's not going to be an issue. Take Corvisquire to double odds, and then I got to go back for the Coco one way or another. So, I would not have thought that Corvisquire was the got a thing to bring, gonna be the thing to bring Chip down, but, you know, here we are, and it's entirely possible. I don't want it to happen, though. After that, I'm gonna have to see. Oh, good. Alright, it does start at 9. Alright, we'll go to odds, guys. I think I can do it. It's gonna be right down to the wire, though. It's gonna be very right down to the wire. That's suspicious. That's fair. That is fair. And Cal, you think Chip is gonna rise? Show the non-believers. Show the sinners. I think I could be a really good, like, fire and brimstone preacher. You know, you are sinners in the eyes of an angry God. You must repent before he rains down fire and brimstone upon thee. It'd be very theatrical. I think it would be a fun way to make a little money. You know? I wonder if that counts as fraud, though. Will I just pretend? Just go down to the Deep South and pretend. I bet I could do it. Chicken Game, you think Chip is going to die tonight? Sad. Very sad. That is true. Chip has cemented his legacy. That is hard to deny. And sometimes, you know, it's like that old Sam Cooke song, "A change has gotta come." Is that Sam Cooke? Change is gonna come. Yeah, that is Sam Cooke. So, anyway. Sometimes you just need a change. That's all. Yeah, it's suspicious. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of strife involved, that's for sure. But, yeah, I think, most people are good people. It's just that there's a certain amount of people that are bad people, bad actors, that don't often, you know, follow the teachings of their own religion. I think that's the biggest part of it. Fifi, what about a seal hat? Seal hat would be nice. Feel or seal would be nice. I would like either of them. Imagining a Sfeel hat where the Sfeel is just kind of like noshing on my head. Because I feel like Sfeel has a larger mouth. You know? That's, that would be a little goofy. I could have my entire head eaten by a Sfeel, I think. No. No. I think I'm gonna hit odds. I gotta start ignoring some of these NDD, you know. I don't want to, because I really want that shiny NDD. Luke Thomas Games, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna give Chip this one out, which is that if Chip were to deliver unto me a shiny NDD, then I might give him a pass, because I really want that shiny NDD. Uh-oh. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's true, Kyle. Yes, I agree. There's jerks and everything. But the religious jerks are prone to violence, and that's a problem. But there are jerks everywhere, and there are jerks that are prone to violence. It's just the religious jerks they're very good at riling up the masses. But there have been other cults of personalities that weren't necessarily religious that did the same thing. I think Stalin and Mao Zedong were definitely atheists and kind of did the same thing. So it's true. Luke Thomas Games raiding up in here. We got a party coming in here from Luke Thomas Games. How you guys doing? See if we can get you a shout out real quick as soon as I get in on Encounter. There we go. Encounter got, and we'll get a shout out for Luke Thomas Games. I think that worked. What are you guys up to? Streaming The Forest. I've never heard of The Forest before. What kind of game is The Forest? Now Persona, let's not talk like that. That's we need to not have squirrels. If we get a shiny squirrel, it's gonna be very sad, man. That'd be no good. There's only 2 acceptable shinies here. One of them is NDD, the other one is Corvisquire. Luke, the Forest is a hard survival game. Okay, interesting. I played a couple of, what I guess, kind of similar games. They're very fun, yeah. Well, I guess they're more horror than survival. But they were still very fun. Anyway. The one I really liked was Dead Space. I don't know if you remember Dead Space and Dead Space 2, but those games freaked me out, man. I was, like, legitimately, like, running scared. Because holy shit. It was like the one game where I would, like, actually, like, I would just run until there were no frickin' aliens around me. Yeah, those Dead Space games were awesome, dude. Is there a third Dead Space game? I never did play that one. Daro, thank you for the follow, man. There we go. Finally some Corvisquire. I'm going to have to KO all the Corvisquire from here on out just because they're not showing up. And I only have... gee. An hour? I have an hour to get 65 encounters. It's very doable. These Corvisquire are going to have to shape up. Psychopath. Good to know. Okay. Gotcha. No. Damn. I was really confident that I could do this, and now I'm less confident that I can do it. Oh, especially if I keep running into stupid Boltons. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to be running right up against the wire. I think I can do it, though. It's going to be a very sad time. I don't know if I'm ready to see Chip go either, but it is going to be a nice train. I also have the other image all queued up. Mega Shiny Luck, thank you for the follow. Thing is, I've actually had this thing queued up for a while. I actually first queued it up, the new Shiny Hat, for the Drago hunt, because I was so sure that Chip was going to go over odds on the Drago. And then Chip pulls it out right at the last minute. Right at the last minute. So it could happen again. Pokemon Train Man looking for a shiny auto counter. I happen to have exactly what you need. Well, I don't have it. Somebody else made it. But I use it, and it's very, very nice. If you type in exclamation point shiny counter, as Alex just did, it should pop up. Why did it not pop up? Oh, we spelled it wrong. A Heiny counter. It is not a Heiny counter. It is a shiny counter. There it is. Follow that link. It'll get you to where you need to be. Right there, man. No. You are a squirrel. Maybe that makes sense why there's so many dogs out here. It's because there's so many squirrels. And the dogs are all chasing the squirrels. And when you get dogs chasing the squirrels, they chase other things too. Because dogs have kind of a one-track mind, but still love them, though. I don't know about Squirrel, no. And Train Man can't download that one. Well, I can't help you then. It works great for me. Oof, Reactive Raichu. Wow. What about, there's other butt Pokemon out there. What about, what is that Pokemon? The Skuntank. That's kind of a Heiny counter right there. I think that counts. Gen 3 for Alligator, seen from behind. Oh, man. Yeah, Elite Spectrum, you know what I'm talking about. Picking up what I'm putting down here. Blade Inferior, who is Chip? Chip is our little hat here on top of the mascot. And he's a Sinistea. And he's been helping us get a lot of shiny luck. And now... now might not be doing everything that we need him to do. So we're going to find out. Every time that I go over odds on a hunt, I remove the shiny hat and put in an all-new hat. And Chip has been really helping us. Has gotten us double digits of shinies under odds. It's been a lot. Plus got a shiny Mew, so... The Gonvino, that's a good one. I would agree with that. Lucy Lawless all day, man. You think Chip is sleeping? Chip is sleeping on this hunt for sure, man. Oh, give me a sec. Gotta reply yes to a text. There we go. Thank God for autocorrect. I did not spell that right at all. It's 3 letters wrong, and I spelled 2 of the 3 letters incorrectly. Suspicious. That would be nice. That would be... I could be okay with that. Tyrant is an adorable Pokemon, and I would love for that to be the case. Alex, is that not... I thought that was the most recent one. I thought Adventure B9F was the one that was from, like, last week. Or something. Or maybe it was earlier this week. I can't remember. All the days are running together nowadays. That's okay. Elite Spectrum, there's a ROM hack where Magikarp is replaced by Totodile. And what, it just makes Totodile super common? I'd actually love to see that. There's places in the United States where alligators are super duper common. And they could just all be Totodiles. Or like if we got an Australia region. We need Totodiles, man. Well, I see. That's how you saw the Gen 3 for Alligator. Gotcha. That makes sense. I would love for a game... I don't know which game. I would love for a game where there are just Totodiles running around everywhere. And, because Totodile is, like, the most amazing Pokemon ever. Dark version, you had a crush on Xena. I have a crush on Lucy Lawless now. She is a very attractive woman. And has been literally her entire life. So, from Xena till now, all good things. Yeah, she's amazing looking. What are you gonna do? She's like one of those. It's almost like unfair how good looking she is. It's like Gal Gadot, right? It's kind of unfair that Gal Gadot is that good looking. And Henry Cavill, too. It's kind of unfair that Henry Cavill is that good looking. That's not fair to the rest of us. But I will drink it in no matter what. Apparently I need to be watching Spartacus. Who knew? Cal, you don't know who Lucy Lawless is? Xena Warrior Princess? / other things that she's done in her career? So she's a great actress, man. I don't know what to tell you. And from New Zealand. How is Lucy Lawless from New Zealand and yet somehow didn't end up in The Lord of the Rings? Maybe Peter Jackson thought it would be too obvious to cast her. Because shit, I think when The Lord of the Rings came out, I think Xena Warrior Princess was still on the air. Hey, do you want to know? Do you want to know how old those movies are? Do you want to feel old real quick? Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring came out when Xena Warrior Princess was still on the air. That's freaking insane to think about, man. The Psychopath, Natalie whom? Natalie Dormer? I don't know who Natalie Horler is. But Natalie Dormer is very attractive as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Lord of the Rings came out in 2001, right? And or Fellowship did. And I think Xena Warrior Princess went off the air in 01 or 02. It was weird because it was one of those syndicated shows, but I'm pretty sure that's about when it went off the air. It was if I'm wrong, it was within like a year or two. But yeah. Are we counting down, Persona? Are you counting down? Because here I thought you were giving Lucy Lawless's age. And I'd be like, damn, Lucy Lawless is 52? She looks great. But, I mean, she might actually be 52. Fellowship was released in December 01. Xena ended in June 01. So it's only 6 months off, but I mean, same calendar year. So, unless we were being most semantic, I still think it counts. Certainly, it was being filmed while Xena was still on the air. I don't think we can deny that. Oh, Psychopath. I do not know Cascada. No. What kind of music is it? Kyle, I will admit, I had watched the, I was watching, WandaVision, and I was like, damn, Kat Dennings is actually pretty cute. Because I really hadn't seen her in much, you know, I hadn't seen her in, I guess in store, I guess she was on that TV show, Two Broke Girls, but I never watched Two Broke Girls, so... But Reactive Ratchet, that was a long time ago. I don't know. I don't remember that much about it. I never really intently watched Xena Warrior Princess. I'm going to be honest about it. Despite the fact that, again, Lucy Lawless, one of the most gorgeous women who has ever lived. She could play Helen of Troy. She could launch 1,000 ships, you know. I think she'd be great at it. Dark Version been watching MCU in timeline order, huh? It's a lot of MCU movies, man. I don't know if I can handle all that. The MCU is, it's big. There's a lot there, you know. I think I've watched all of them. I don't think there's anything I haven't watched, but I think I regret watching as much as I have. It's really a lot, man. Blade Inferior, respectfully disagree. I think they're both, you know, obviously both gorgeous, but Kat Dennings, though, is she's very cute. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Dark Version, you finished Infinity War last night. It's a long one, man. Infinity War, what was the other one? Endgame? God, Endgame was too long. Sat there and watched Endgame. It was like 4.5 hours long. It wasn't that long. Well, actually, it was like a 3.5 hour long movie, and with the 30 minutes of commercials I sat through, it was like 4 hours long. Money Wolf, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate you, dude. Well, Dark Version, it sure as hell felt like 4 hours. I was definitely in that theater watching 30 minutes of commercials and trailers before the damn movie even started, and that movie is a... like, lengthy 3 hours, man. No, not just the trailers that got there. I don't know if you go to... It's been a while since I've been to a movie theater, but I, you know, show up at the movie theater, and I gotta watch commercials for, like, frickin' Coca-Cola and shit. You know, they've been more and more nowadays been airing commercials in front of movies that are not just trailers. And now it takes like a half hour. And I don't like it. Blade Inferior. See, I specifically did not see Endgame on opening day. I did not want to deal with that mess. Instead, I went like 2 weeks afterwards. I avoided spoilers for like 2 weeks. And then I saw it, and it was just a bad theater-going experience. I didn't like it. The screen was too dark, like the projectionist wasn't doing something right, and there was a crying baby in the row in front of me, and anyway, I didn't like it. Whoa, chicken games, holy shit. You've been way too kind to me. You don't need to do that, man. I appreciate that, dude. No. That is true. Movie trailers did used to be called trailers because they were originally played after the movie. And then they, and then they realized people weren't sticking around at all, because of course they weren't. Because who the hell wants to do that? And they moved them to the beginning of the movie, but they still called them trailers. Dagonvi, I certainly have not regretted seeing any movie here at my home as opposed to in the theater. In fact, I'm much happier this way. I don't have to deal with stupid people. I can buy as many drinks as I want. I can bring my own beer. You know, I can buy my own pizza at a much lower rate than it would have done otherwise. Don't have to deal with, you know, people all squished together, crying babies, people coughing in your ear, you know. Yeah, no overpriced snacks. I very much prefer this, man. But Glazer, you love not being next to dumb people, exactly. And Kyle, we'll see. I think this kind of, this watch-it-at-home model that they've made for some movies is gonna stick around for a long time. Maybe not the pay $30 to watch it thing, but maybe. I guess it makes sense if, you know, you got like a whole family of people watching a movie. Paying $30 to watch it at home is kind of the same as paying $30 to watch it in a theater. Or you can, you know, go all yo-ho-ho and pay nothing, which I may or may not have done on a couple of occasions here. Regardless, I much prefer it for sure. Deganvi, that is... I think it differs for people. I think there's people that are much more comfortable being in those kind of situations. And I'm not one of those people. I very much dislike crowds. I dislike being around a lot of people. I dislike general loudness. And you know how goddamn loud the movie theater is? You know how much they pump that damn bass? To the point that I'm hearing explosions from like 2 screens over. Whereas at my house, I can have my headphones that are perfectly tailored, crafted to the exact sound that I like. You know? I can actually hear what people are saying, as opposed to the movies, where it's all frickin' muffled because they just pumped up the bass and they want the explosions to be as loud as possible. It's much better. Much better this way. Blade, you... I mean, there could be 300-inch TVs if you really wanted them, but I don't think you need much more than a, you know... I don't know. I don't think a movie theater screen is 300 inches. I think it's bigger than that. But yeah, you can get whatever size theater you want. For example, I have a much smaller screen, right? But it's closer to my face. So to me, it seems bigger, if not the same size. Personally, I think. So I think it's better to me, and I don't have to sit here and I don't have to sit here and like oops, all the seats are taken. You get to sit in the top, you know, the front row, and you know, sleep with a crick in your neck when you get home. Because I don't like that either. Kyle, maybe I'm the weird one. I think a lot of people were just waiting for this to happen, though. You know, I think people were waiting for it to happen, and took full advantage of it. I know I'm certainly one of those people. Blade, you have a 65-inch television, which seems big enough. And Deganvi, New Zealand, all businesses are open and the movie cinemas are still closing. I think we're still gonna have cinemas. But it's gonna be more of a niche thing. And you can absolutely go if you want, but I think the days of you know, the multiplex or whatever are I think they're done. We'll see. Maybe it can bounce back. I don't know. But I think it's not just from the consumer's perspective, right, and the movie-going experience perspective, but also from the perspective of the companies that are making these movies. Seems like they're perfectly happy with the amount of money that they're making releasing them on streaming. So I think we might see more big-budget streaming movies. We'll see. I mean, only time will tell, you know. Kyle, that's true. Maybe that's it. But isn't there some movie that's coming out, like now, coming out soon? I don't know if the Raya and the Last Dragon made it to theaters. That may have been streaming exclusive. I don't know. As True Carp King, but to be fair, in theaters, the deal that a lot of these big companies, especially Disney, had cut is that they take home most of that money anyway. The theaters are really getting screwed here for sure. Dragonflight Dust. It was the Godzilla movie. Yeah, that was the one. Because I wanted to watch it on streaming. And it's coming out on my HBO Max. I got HBO Max. I'm going to be watching Godzilla this weekend. Godzilla versus Kong. But I think we all know who's going to win this one. Unless they team up. Whoa. It's a murder of Corvisquire. They all around me. You see all them? That's crazy, man. Carp King, we'll see. I mean, the fact that they had to artificially make King Kong bigger than King Kong normally is, just so he can fight Godzilla, really tells you something about who's gonna win here. Alright, King Kong ain't supposed to be that big. I mean, King Kong's supposed to be a big gorilla, but not like, you know, Empire State Building tall. Alright? I mean, he climbed up the Empire State Building, but he was only about, you know, a fraction of the Empire State Building's height. Whereas I think in this movie, he's the entire size of the Empire State Building. Kyle, I may or may not have been spoiled for it already, but I think we should not spoil it for those who don't know yet. And yet, Carp King, here's the thing. Kong is somehow supposed to beat Godzilla, but somehow he went out like a punk and got captured by a bunch of humans. Okay? So, like, if Kong can't even beat people, how is he supposed to beat Godzilla? Like, come on here. You know? Is his brain small? Did he get lured in by, like, a trail of bananas or something like that? Like, come on, man. Oh, Kyle, movies like to do that, don't they? Big spoilers in their toys. Sadness. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna watch it anyway. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, man. A banana, see, the other thing is a banana would be so small to that King Kong. Like, a banana would be nothing. It would be smaller than eating a peanut for him. Right? I mean, they've got to make giant bananas just so that King Kong is happy. And what the hell is actually growing on King Kong's island that he can eat? You know. Oh, they made the banana bigger. Okay, there we go. Let's just go over to the the banana enlarger where we just sit there and we enlarge, you know, all sorts of mundane things. Oops, honey, I blew up the banana over here, just so we can sit there and lure King Kong to fight Godzilla. All right, I don't know, man. Doesn't really hold water in my opinion. I know there's dinosaurs, but I think, you know, most gorillas are herbivorous, which means they're eating plants, right? And so what is he gonna do? Is he eating trees? Is he chewing on bark over here? You know, dark version. There you go. It's a banana enlarger. My Swedish-made banana larger in me. Signed by King Kong. I swear, baby, it's not mine. Yeah, right. Ooh, that's a really weird sound. I just heard Galvantula crawling behind me. And the sound that made, that was super freaking weird, man. Gallardicuno, is he eating bugs? Oh, that's true, Glazer. The people there were making sacrifices, I guess. Still, just a lot of fruit, alright? There's a lot of fruit they gotta gather to please King Kong. And now we're talking about it. Now Elite Spectrum got a Godzilla vs. Kong ad. I have also been calling this movie God vs. Godzilla. Kong vs. Godzilla this entire time. But it's actually Godzilla vs. Kong. I think Kong vs. Godzilla is a better name. It feels more natural that way. And Heavy, yes, I am up late. The idea here is to try and get to odds here and decide whether or not Chip is actually going to survive. And it's getting close is all I'm going to say. It's getting a little too close for comfort. This would be the biggest, most major change in a very long time here. Carp King, do you think I have bias? I don't think it's bias. I think it's realism. Yes, I'm applying realism to this movie of a giant monkey fighting a giant lizard. And my realism states that Godzilla gonna win every time. Chicken game. Alright, yeah. Yeah, sure. Do it. BYOB. To the Chip is over party. No, it's gonna be good. We're gonna have there's gonna be a secondary party. It's a Chip is still here party. It's gonna be great. Gallardo Kuno, I don't remember that. No. Although the original, here's something interesting. Speaking of Pokemon and Godzilla versus King Kong, there is actually somewhat of a connection there. So in the I don't know if you remember the original movie of this universe with King Kong in it, but Kong Skull Island, and there's these characters in it called the I don't know, the Skull Crushers or whatever. They're basically these weird lizard things that have like hardened, bone on top of their head, covering part of their face, and that character design, that creature design, was in fact based off of Pokemon. Yeah, it was based not off Marowak, but off of Cubone. It was really funny to me because I was watching this video about it, and like the designers of that monster were like, they were some kind of British or something, and it's like, yeah, we decided to design the monster based off of Pokemon. It's Cubone. And they pronounced it Cabone instead of Cubone. And that was really stupid. but it's always stuck with me. And so I just every once in a while have this voice in my head that just randomly says, it's Cabone. Which is kind of dumb. Steph, I'm trying to go to odds, man. Yes, I'm playing. We'll see what happens. There you go, Elite Spectrum. Al Cabone. BTF bro, thank you for the follow, dude. I guess it could be a Cub plus Bone. I've always thought it was Cute plus Bone, so it's Cubone instead of Cubone. It's a cute because it's a little cute Pokemon. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is supposed to be Cabone. Kira Motwing, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you found that fact interesting. I am full of interesting facts. I'm that guy at the party that's like, hey, you want to hear an interesting fact? And everybody's like, no. I'm like, all right, I'll tell you anyway. I am kind of that guy at the party, but that's okay. Everybody says Cubone because it's pronounced that way. Or it could be like Cue-Ball, right? There's that trainer class called Cue-Ball, right? And they were so named because they had a very shiny bald head, like a cue ball in pool, and maybe Cubone has a very shiny bone head, ergo Cubone. Now I think it's supposed to be Cute plus Bone. It could be Cub plus Bone. But it doesn't really look like a cub, so it's gotta be Cubone. Nobody except that one guy in that one random video I saw, who to be fair was like, it's not his fault, he was like 60 years old. He has no idea what these things are called. It calls it, Cabone. Everybody else says Cubone. So, it was just a random video. And it was interesting to see, like, behind the scenes of that movie. Because I actually really liked it. The original Kong Skull Island, good movie. Kira, do you want to be honest? Like, I probably haven't seen the Pokemon anime. Aside from Indigo League, and going back and rewatching Indigo League, I haven't seen the Pokemon anime in 15 years. I guess I tried to watch Sun and Moon, then I tried to watch Journeys. I couldn't get into it. But I have gone back and watched the Indigo League, and I think Cubone's only in like 1 or 2 episodes. So, anyway. The short answer is no. I have no idea how they pronounce it in the anime, and even if they did pronounce it, I don't know if I could trust them, because they pronounce everything else wrong anyway. So, Wade, you used to pronounce Suicune as Suicune. I used to pronounce it really weird. I used to say it was Suisoon. Like the Life Aquatic with Steve Suisoon. No, that's but I did. I thought it was a soft C for some reason. And I pronounced it as such, but now I know a little better. Kira, I really honestly don't remember what episode of the Indigo League had Cubone in it. There's probably a whole episode around Cubone and Marowak and everything like that. I can't tell you which one it is. It's been so long since I've even watched Indigo League. It is, at least 5 years. So maybe I gotta go back and watch that too. No, not today. Persona, it's getting very, very close here. Chip is down to the tail end, the final 15. This is not looking good. Yeah, I even kind of gave Chip a break and it's still ain't happening for us. Oh, Blade Inferior. You mixed up Rampardos and Hippowdon. See, I thought the Hippo Pokemon was not named Hippowdon, but the dinosaur Pokemon was named Hippowdon. Yes, it's got a POW in the name, but that's about it. Oh, but I see. You didn't mix them up. You thought it was something else. You thought it was Hippowdown. I'm sorry, I misread that. Instead, it's you thought it was Ramparados and Hippowdown. No, it's Hippowdon and Rampardos, which is like Ram and Ramparts and Dose? I don't know where it comes from. They're about Gen 4, the Pokemon name origins got a little goofy. A lot of times they tried to like mash in like 3 or 4 words together, right? And it didn't really work. Like Electivire is supposed to be Electric Live Wire, which doesn't really make any sense. So it got bad in Gens 4 and 5, and then it kind of got a little better in Gen 6 and above. Just talking about Pokemon naming conventions. Blade, that's fair. I definitely have things that I hold on to like that. I'm not immune. People can tell me that I'm wrong, but whatever. I am set in my ways now, and that's all there is to it. No. I thought that was a Pokemon about to encounter me, but it was literally my own Galvantula. This Galvantula, by the way, makes really, really creepy spider-moving sounds when it's coming up behind me. I'm still not used to this. I'm just hearing it now. I don't mind spiders. I think spiders are super cool when I can see them from a distance. As soon as they start crawling on me or whatever, I do freak out a little bit. Alright, Psychopath, we'll see you, man. Appreciate you stopping by, and good luck on the rest of your hunts, dude. I can't properly encounter anything, damn it. James, it's been a really good run. I mean, honestly, this thing's been around for over 2 months, really closer to 3 months. So at this point, almost 3 full months. So we can only we can only enjoy the time we had together. The real shinies were the friends we made along the way, if you will. Also, all the real shiny Pokemon we found along the way. It was a significant number of them. Gallardicuno, that's really stupid. And something that really shows how dumb Bulbapedia is. Nido is a corruption of Dino. when it's very clearly a corruption of Needle, on account of the poison horn on its head. So it's supposed. I think that's where it comes from. Needle Red, Needle Reno, Needle King. But it's a corruption of that, not Dino. I don't know where the hell they get that from. It just shows you how Bulbapedia's word etymologies are often quite bad. Chicken game, you think so? We did that with Will.i.am once, and then Will.i.am proceeded to absolutely fail us. I don't want to put Chip in this position. Chip's been too good to us, man. And James, you blame the Shiny Tyrant. It's hard to deny that we did get a Shiny out of it. Oh, gotcha, Gallardicuno. Understood. My bad. I still think that Bulbapedia is stupid. But now I think it's a little less stupid. So, my bad. Still very, very stupid, though. Like, can we agree on that? Oh, man. Alright, come on. Chip, 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 Chip. Chip. My man. My man. Can we, like, get this going, man? Please. We got so little time, Chip. You can do this, man. Chicken game, I should have never trusted a sheep. How many sheeps do you know? Have you been betrayed by a sheep? Has the sheep been bad to you? The sheep was good to us, man. Will.i.am was real nice. And I love that hat too, created by Kippy? I want to say that was Kippy? Or was that Velvet Vaporeon's first hat? That might have been Velvet Vaporeon's first hat. Slash Moth. God, that was so long ago. I think that was Velvet Vaporeon. We're gonna KO you too. NJ Devs is getting way too close, man. He's done good for us. And I'm gonna show off Dale here. So Dale, here's the thing, is that if Chip doesn't do this in the next 4 encounters now, that I'm gonna reveal Dale live here, first thing. It's gonna be the first time anybody's ever seen it. Oh god, the struggle is real. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. Galvantula's gonna die! Struggle, do it! KO! Oh, god damn it. So, well, maybe we'll both die here then. I survived! Galvantula survived, holy shit. Way to go, Galvantula. Oh, man. Chicken game, though, you're not wrong. Chip had the world on his shoulders there, I can't deny. I'm gonna swap this out just to have something here. I don't think I've got any moves on this thing, which is fine. We only need 5 more. 4 more, really, of these Corvisquire. No, I certainly can't blame Chip. Again, that Mew was worthy of being preserved as a legend. I can't deny it. And let's not forget that the Mew came to us under odds, which is like an even bigger deal. So, I think it's an acceptable loss, but it is still gonna be a loss. Oh man, Uniform Poem, you'll get it, man. You'll get it. You'll get it. It takes a while, unfortunately. This is why I don't like doing full odds hunts right here. Thunderwave, why did I do that? I'm an idiot. It brave birded me anyway. I'm just gonna run away. Run away, run away. Alright, only 2 more left, guys. 2 more. Here it is. Come on. What you got? 2 more Corvisquire. Debbie, if only I knew all the lyrics. I know one set of lyrics. It's just Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. But I don't know. I literally don't know any of the lyrics from that song. No, I had to give it another chance to try to see an NDD. Oh, man. This is it, guys. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? Last one. This is the last, the final Corvisquire encounter. All right, after this one NDD, we're gonna get the NDD out of the way. Then it's gonna be less anticlimactic. Very anticlimactic. I'll do it again. We're gonna do it again for the YouTube. I gotta do it again for the YouTube anyway. All right, this is it. The last. Okay, second to last encounter. I didn't mean to encounter that one. This is going very poorly. I'm building it up, and the hype is like crumbling every time I accidentally run into something. We're gonna do it right this time. Maybe I should just wait till I see a Corvisquire. All right, there we go. Now this is the last one right here. And that is 1365, so our beloved Chip must leave us. We had such a good time, so many shinies, including that fantastic shiny Mew. I can't deny, Chip is a legend who will never be forgotten, alright? Heroes live forever, and legends never die. But he does have to leave us right now, so, goodbye, Chip. And hello, Dale. Alright, there it is. We got Chip and Dale. The Rescue Rangers are here. That is Dale. Dale's going to be with us for a while. Dale, the shiny Sinistea. Hopefully it's going to bring us all the luck. We'll see what happens. So, guys, it's been a ride. It has been a ride. Thank y'all for being here. And this is the ending point of the stream right here. Let's go raid somebody. You want to do one Dale encounter? Screw it, let's do it. One Dale encounter. For love, for glory, for Sparta. One Dale encounter. Right here. Dale. Let's see what Dale can do for us. Can't do much. Can't do much. So, give me a sec. We're gonna go raid somebody who's doing a cool hunt. Hey, and oh, that looks cool. That looks pretty legit. Guys, I want you to go show this streamer some love with the message Kangas Kid 18 sends over the Kangas crew. Thanks for coming out, guys, and as always, we are going to see you on the next Shiny.